through so many different rosters and so many different iterations, and it just, at the time there were so many memes about it, like about, oh, but we got the systems, like we can fix him, you know, we can bring him to the promised land.
Yeah.
And it just felt like every team had that same kind of expectation or same, you know, thought that they were going to be able to do something that the previous orgs couldn't.
Exactly, and kind of bringing it back to what we've seen in Tier 2, like usually when an LCS-like player starts playing on a Tier 2 org.
What's
like,
up, boys? Sorry, I'm
together,
late.
So it's like, you
Had
don't really get a lot of
to.
elements in which they're playing with like younger players or rookies. Like they're playing to win or to come back into the league based off the promotion relegation system. DARDOCH is like oftentimes in every one of these teams surrounded himself with.
I don't even know why I'm typing it in my. I just deleted my message in the chat because. Why am I typing it in chat?
A lot of players that are like basically. Those
I went to
teams
go get
like
lunch
CCG
at
are not expected to win. I think the
kind
only
of far
thing
away
that
place
was really
in
quote-unquote
Koreatown,
expected to win was like Super
and
Bowl.
traffic
But
was
a lot
really
of those
bad,
teams,
so
he
that's
had
why I'm like
helped
a little bit
players
late.
and
I'm
worked
still
with
early
them,
for
like, a
LCS,
lot
but
of
I
the
usually
time,
I
and
like
was
to get
invested
started
in
at
their growth.
12:30
Like,
actually.
even in like Tier 3,
Only
he
35.
started
This guy
playing, like,
talks to me a
little
lot.
bit of
Actually, he
support
messages
play.
me a
And
lot.
allowing Chad Jungle
very
and
nice
Will
guy.
playing jungle for the team.
I'm not
So
saying that
he is
like
always
to
somebody's like, hey, I
to
will fit
meme
on the
about
team,
being a nice
I
guy.
will
He's
help
actually
everyone
really
else
sweet.
around me, rather than just trying to just gun for a win.
Yeah, and as we see
Late.
some of those kind of testimonials from players he's played with more recently post LCS in Tier 2, just a lot of people talking about his shot calling and his overall experience being such a benefit for them that they not only can learn from themselves, but they can also then, it allows them to focus on their individual play to improve as players, kind of by taking that burden.
And I do think it's really cool that people are talking about, you know, how much they can learn from him, how good of an experience they've had. So I do think you have to give him the benefit of the doubt that he has changed, that he is a bit of a different person, a different player than he was last time in LCS. So I mean, it makes sense to me, you know, given that he has been away from the league for a long time, that he's been, you know, getting all these positive testimonials. It's like, hey, why not give him another shot? Because he is still a very high quality player. He's playing really well at the Tier 2 and Tier 3 level. And he has a ridiculous amount of experience. He has all these people talking about how he's a good teammate. So to me, it makes perfect sense to bring him back and give him another shot.
Completely agree. And I think over the years, a lot of the perception on what you want out of your teammate has changed. Like obviously, what we knew from DARDOCH was like toxicity back then. Then you get someone who's inspired, and he's like, well, he's just kind of like a dick, right? But like, he is always super driven to win, and I feel like that's going to be the same kind of take for DARDOCH right now.
Absolutely, but let's hear from the man himself, Jat, standing by with DARDOCH.
First off, welcome back. It's been 5 years since you've been
Twitch
in the LCS.
Rivals
How was the last
formats.
week or two been?
Let's see, what time is it?
Yeah, I got here, I think on Monday, or Sunday actually, Sunday night, and started practice on Monday. Amount of time, but I think we've been pleasantly surprised with like the hope of the results in the future, you know what I mean? So it's been a good week, everybody getting to know each other and kind of feeling each other out.
I'm really excited to have you back in the LCS because the last I saw you play was 2021 summer. I mean, it's been like 5 years. Has it always been the...
Honestly speaking, there was a lot of moments of doubt or like if I could go back, but I just kind of felt in my heart of hearts that I was still wanting to compete, so I just kept playing kind of casually in Tier 2 and Tier 3 and collegiate, and then so eventually the results kind of told me that I could still do it, and then my Tier 2 team started doing well enough to have the opportunity to scrim LCS teams, and then I kind of got that reassurance that I could probably still play. So I started trying more actively to like at least put my foot in the door, send people some messages, and then happened so that Dignitas gave me a tryout, and here we are.
We've been looking, we have a producers that watch a lot of NACL, so a lot of people are really familiar with your
DARDOCH
story.
is back.
It feels like your reputation in NACL is like really good. A bunch of people love playing with you. You're such a great leader, especially with when you left LCS, it was almost the opposite. So have you felt like your reputation has been, or even your personality, has it changed throughout the years as you've gotten older?
I wouldn't say my personality has changed. I would just say that I, you know, had to have a lot of conversations with myself about where my shortcomings were when I was in LCS, obviously, and not a lot of the conversation surrounding my shortcomings was related to gameplay or mechanical ability or, you know, anything like that. So I really just had to buckle down on the fact that I was a pretty terrible teammate historically and make some actionable changes towards being a better player and person out of the game and in game. So, yeah.
I think a lot of people didn't realize you were the second youngest player in the LCS when you joined Team Liquid. And a fun fact is Grig, now Armeo, was the youngest player at the time. Is it kind of funny that you're playing against him today?
Armeo mentioned.
Yeah, it is a funny full circle moment for sure. I mean, it does give me a bit of comfort in the moment, obviously, with people that I still know from back when I played before. So like obviously like Dokes and Grig in this case. So it's reassuring. Obviously, there's a lot of people older than me still playing the game professionally. So it's not like I ever felt I was too old.
What's going on with the sound?
But that's why I focus
turn the sound up a little bit.
Progress as a person and a teammate.
Absolutely, 28 years young, and I mean, Ignar's the oldest player on Dignitas. It's not even you, so you're totally fine here. I want to let you get back to it.
I remember DARDOCH and DL. When did we duo?
About your LCS return today?
I don't remember ever doing with them.
Can't wait to get started.
Oh yeah, let's send it back to the lounge. Good luck, DARDOCH.
Thank you.
Just playing the game.
And these are a number of the people who have played for the most LCS teams. So he is up there on the leaderboard. Golden Glue, of course, coaching with 7 Impact.
Solo at 7. That is insane.
He is subbing in, and Apollo is also coaching. So a lot of these people in or around the LCS still. And it's cool to see, how many other players actually had a tremendous amount of variety in their career.
Yeah, and
Apollo had a lot of teams as well.
News of
That's pretty
being
cool.
on so many teams is the experience of being able to like talk to your teammates and like at least if there is a struggling moment in your team, you can give them like a story or a reassurance of like what you did to get through it because like.
Funny thing is Solo's gameplay peaked
team.
when he was 30.
Yeah,
that is insane, isn't it?
Replacing XU, like he is the solution. So. I'm looking forward to
tell them all about those stories. Oh, so when I was on Dignitas, we were completely struggling. Oh, great! How did you turn around? Well, we didn't, and I got kicked.
Yeah. Let's not talk about that.
You're up there if you count all the team bouncing around.
In that split, he was the best player on the team.
I played on CLG, TSM, TL, and 100 Thieves.
Like,
yeah, I remember.
A fearless pioneer.
Exactly.
On broadcast, we had a whole tracker of like, is he going to play what unique champion?
Yeah.
At this point, just bring back Hakuho and Apollo.
I'm actually curious. I want to bring up Dig's upcoming schedule because
no, I played on Curse in 2012 before LCS.
Talking about how, we're still getting on the same page. It's been a
that
really
was
good
a
week of
LCS
practice.
team.
LYON is a tricky team,
Counts.
but then looking forward, depending on improvement, you look at Shopify and DSG and you're like, okay, those are winnable series.
Yeah.
So now it's up to, is there that honeymoon period? How well is he going to fit on the team? And now can they make a push to get top 6 for playoffs?
Exactly. I mean, you only have to beat out 2 teams in reality
There's
to
only
be able
18.
to get top 6. And if you do that, you at the very least buy yourself more time to improve, right? More time to play together because it is a pretty late last-minute sub, right?
Yeah.
It's very rare that we have even between split changes. We've had more of those this year, and now we're having one mid-split. So obviously they're kind of like hitting the emergency button, trying to figure something out. But it is very, very last minute here. And some of these teams have been playing together all year. Some of these teams have been playing together for a lot longer than that.
And it's so important to reiterate for the audience how big a change is in your jungle.
Yeah, I was zoning Cutie Pie from his Nexus with Poppy with that crazy version of gold pretend stacking Poppy where her Q hit hard as a truck.
And in so many
I'm pretty sure back then her Q did like percentage damage that scaled with like everything.
He's invading.
Like old Poppy was crazy and her ult was kind of almost like Mordult, but it was kind of like Mordult but better. Because it gave you immunity to everyone that wasn't the guy that you were targeting. And then but you could still like block skill shots and stuff, so I would like use Poppy ult to block skill shots like Ashar. So sick, man. That version of Poppy was actually so cool.
So I think having a quote-unquote second coach within the game, somebody who can provide feedback and be as introspective as we heard him when he was talking to Jat, like that will level you up quickly. Unfortunately, you're going up against a Shopify Rebellion.
This is the DARDOCH debut game,
yeah. And I wonder how DSG is going to respond because they are also getting games underneath them. So like it is a part of the season where the teams that are at the bottom of the table are really looking at a mirror and are getting better.
Yeah, but first today,
with how bottom tier most LCS
LYON,
teams
right?
are, do you think the rest of Dig has enough talent to fight for playoffs?
If
to be honest,
edition has been
Dig,
enough to sway
Dig has
you
so
guys
many
with
problems, and they
LYON.
fixed their biggest one.
It hasn't for me.
I think it's
by
so fun
replacing
that
XU,
it's
but
Armeo versus DARDOCH.
I'm not really sure if
kind of
problems
really
number
fun
2 through
full
5
circle moment.
are.
That's what's going
change too much. I mean,
bring up
Palafox
the tweet, you know?
is so hit or miss, and he's usually miss.
I was on the fence. I wasn't sure.
He needs
I
to
think,
stop
of course,
randomly
Lions
dying.
win. But then I realized DARDOCH will stop
Zaki
at
sinks to the prime.
nothing to win in the LCS. Coincidence that Saint got food poisoning the day before the big match?
Oh no! Saint got food poisoning. Dude, someone
absolutely
poisoned him.
has nothing to
Someone
do with
poisoned him for sure.
But could it not be a coincidence? Yes.
So you're saying that he role swapped to catering for LYON? That's what happened there?
I
saw Saint walking around. He was completely fine.
I was going to say, I have an insider information, and the insider is Raz, who interviewed Saint earlier today.
DARDOCH still has access to every team facility by nature of having played on every team in the league. He can get in anywhere.
I'm just imagining him now, like, tiptoeing in, like...
Saints can have his MJ flu game? What is that?
Up.
MJ flu game.
Like, hey,
The flu game is Michael Jordan's most legendary performances. On June 11th, a severely ill Jordan scored 38 points, grabbed 7 rebounds, and hit a clutch late-game three-pointer to lead the Chicago Bulls to a 90-88 victory over the Utah Jazz in Game 5 of the NBA Finals. Jordan woke up with flu-like symptoms, vomiting and extreme dehydration the night before the game to the point where he received an IV fluid drip and missed the team's shoot-around. Guys, what is it? What is a shoot-around?
He won't be stopped. It won't be.
What is a shoot-around in basketball?
But is this title too heavy?
Short, light, informal practice. Oh, it's like a warm-up. Okay. Gotcha. Well, officially listed as flu symptoms, opinions on the root cause remain mixed among fans and insiders. The severe food poisoning caused by a late-night pizza ordered from 5 local delivery men in Utah.
Well, let's see if the crown is heavy, if the title is too heavy for
That's funny.
You
That is crazy.
Take it away. Start the matches.
Are you not streaming on YouTube? I'm live on YouTube. My YouTube chat is popping off right now.
Hello and welcome to day 2 of week 3 of the LCS Summer Split. Later today, we got Team Liquid Alienware taking on FlyQuest, but right now, Dignitas, with the return of DARDOCH, much anticipated, have an opportunity ahead of them as they challenge the reigning champions in LYON. Still weakened, with Inspired out in the jungle, Armeo subbing in, and now, apparently, mid laner with food poisoning.
But their assistant
Can't ask for a better
shot. Mid laner with food poisoning. Yo, Saint's gonna pop off?
Yes, because he hasn't been in the LCS in 5 years.
Average age of YouTube chat probably 32.
That hasn't won a
I
series
doubt it.
since
I'll do a poll in my YouTube chat later, but I think average age in my Twitch chat as well is probably more like 26 or 27.
So if DARDOCH can come
average,
in and turn
maybe 30,
this
maybe 30.
Dignitas team around,
I feel like it's late 20s for sure. It might even be 30, but 32 is too high for average.
Just the fact that I was in a call with some of my old college friends last night and said, hey guys, did you know DARDOCH?
I mean, I know Twitch chat. I've done Twitch chat so many times.
I know.
You guys.
All right, we're going to watch that match. We're going to check out what DARDOCH does against LYON.
It's the only thing that I want to talk about.
We did a bunch of polls. 82% of my Twitch chat is above the age of 25. So they're 26 or older.
This is the spicy story.
18% of my Twitch chat is between the age of 1 and 25.
Like a show match?
25 and younger.
It's like, no.
Hold up.
Starting jungler, he's actually just been ramping up through collegiate.
They go from babies in diapers all the way to 25. A strapping young professional, perhaps pursuing PhD or just join the workforce.
3 jungle bans. You can't ask for a better return for DARDOCH here. LYON are definitely prepared.
Cole Jason Adams, thanks to the prime. First pick Ezreal. Oh my goodness. Is it going to be Ziggs Camille?
We're seeing more and more of this Ezreal first pick.
FBI doesn't prefer to play mages, so he might just play Lucian Milio right here.
just trying to enable their carries as much as possible. Saint and Berserker have been playing extremely well, shot calling more in the absence of Inspired. So making sure
I think Lucian, Milio,
I want to match AD carry for AD carry or go for the mages.
jungle, but like yeah, it could be anything. Go.
An early Lee Sin lock in for
and then over here we got Bard, and now that they see Lee Sin, it might be like a what is line at Armeo? Armeo is probably gonna play J4 or Xin. It's pretty average. I think that people really overvalue J4. I really think so.
So it was one of those two.
I actually wrote this wrong. Oh my god, it's gonna be Jace.
For Denethor, presumably, in the top lane. So double AD locked.
Nah, you wouldn't play Skarner with Ez. You want damage.
DARDOCH giving him agency, I would say, is kind of tick number 1.
You want the damage.
Is give him something that he can actually control the pace of the game. I think Lee Sin absolutely can do that.
I think he can, and they also have a really strong AD.
Well, I was wrong. It's not going to be Lucian Milio at all. I'm kind of curious if they're going to go Karma and just like try to play for lane. A lot of people here just go Bard, though. Like, they just lock that.
With their next pick, as LYON continues to pick pretty standard stuff.
Where's my pen? My pen disappeared. Okay. Maybe a Bard. Maybe a Karma. Maybe a Gnar. If you really want to get crazy and hold support for later, could just blind pick. Oh, wow. They're going Ezreal Camille? That feels like it's a Camille flex. You usually wouldn't play Camille with Ez support. Usually. It's very unusual.
Assuming, again, it could technically be flexed around top lane if they really want it.
It would be a very
okay, so we get Shen or Leo right here. Oh, I couldn't even type it yet. That looked like Sean anyways. Okay, both of them is totally fine into Camille. It's the most common answer. Camille's pretty squishy, so when she goes in, gets chain CC'd, and usually Camille doesn't have any tenacity, so you can just hit the perfect chain stun and just 100-0 her if she goes in at a bad time. Also, LYON is obviously not really killable by Camille either. She's too tanky. You know, there's a few ways this could go with Leo now. You could still go Lucian into Ez. I still think it's not bad.
Probably not why the ban York.
Kind of feel like FBI might play Kate. I like Kate. I like Kate Leona. It's definitely underrated. Not the best combo, not the most smooth combo to hit, but goddamn, it still does big damn.
You know, LCS thing that I really had under my belt, and so now I'm happy to cast DARDOCH Beanbag. That is the Ziggs ban though from LYON's side. Wouldn't be surprised if it's something like the Victor ban as well.
Ziggs, okay. So ban Gnar here probably. It's the best blind unless you're going to take the counter pick. Okay, so you're just gonna go Gnar. Oh wait, no, it's already Jace. I'm stupid. You go Victor maybe. You go Victor. Victa.
Yeah, it was the Akali final ban for LYON. So focusing a little bit on Palafox's champ pool.
Surely. It's the most stable blind pick. Unless you're going to go Ryze, who's 0 and 8. Oh, it's not Victa. They went Jhin into Ezreal? Damn, that is a tough matchup, but honestly, FBI on Jhin does spark joy. Oh my god, LYON lost. LYON lost. Watch the win rate if they lock this in. Watch the win rate. Watch the win rate.
Even something like a Malphite I'm looking at is like
0-8.
Just look at
0-9 incoming, boys. 0-9 incoming. Swain into Jace. Whoa.
So he is, if you lose to Zeus playing Swain into your Jace, just play the Swain into his Jace. So that's
learn from
now we last pick mid. I think Victa.
It's one of those things where if you feel like the sustained
also
damage isn't high enough, you can
could
one of
go
these
Syndra Lee Sin. It's like you outrange Ryze, but like you probably lose in other aspects. Wow, Ori. Wow, I think Dig has a very good draft, guys. A very nice draft by Dig. Wowza. I like what they have. I like what they have. Lee Sin, Ori, very good combo. We have Jace, Jhin, They cover each other pretty well. You know, Jace can EQ, it's a Jin W. It's just, there's like a lot of like good pairings here. Jace has no CC. Jin is a utility AD carry. They have a great mid-jungle combo. You put the ball in Lee Sin, he goes in. Or you can just gank for Ori, right? Ori has great gank setup. You can just, you know, chain Ori R into Lee Sin Q. It's a little bit of displacement, but you can always, if you're good, you can know exactly where they're going to be. I don't really understand the synergy on Lion's comp at all. I'm not really getting it. Like, what does this comp do? Do they go in with Ezreal? I mean, like, yeah, technically they can. They do have to go in. They have a very short-range team comp, so.
This is a champion that can get aggressive.
I kind of really fuck with. I kind of really fuck with Dig's comp.
Figuring out what DARDOCH's game
easy execution. You know, Lion's a better team, but man, their comp is very hard execution.
They have not picked up a series win since lock-in tournament all the way back in the winter. Hopefully their fortunes change today. Dignitas versus Lion.
We also have 0-8 Rise on one team.
To the Rift.
First LCS game since 2021 summer for DARDOCH, playing his second most played champion of all time against the back-to-back LCS champions in LYON, who are playing without Inspired, but Dignitas have not won a match since February. So if DARDOCH is able to do something here, it will be quite a statement game back in the LCS.
What would you anticipate from DARDOCH given the composition so far? Do you feel like he's going to be just kind of doing the traditional jungle pathing where he goes for the full clear and then goes for a back? Actually, we'll get back to that because, reminder, this is Raz's match of the week.
It is.
He gets second pick.
Yeah, well,
just pick me whatever.
Where's Inspired? He's in my basement.
Yes.
Yeah,
I think so.
The reference.
He's just chilling. Once in a while, it has to be let out, but
needs to do anything exceptional. I think Dignitas had been getting pretty poor performances out of XU. It's one of the big reasons they made this change. But the big thing that he needs to do is help unify this Dignitas team. That's like everyone who talks about what he's able to do in NACL is he makes the game easier for other players because DARDOCH knows what he wants to do and he knows what he wants his teammates to do. So it's hard to do.
Chilling in Freezer, that is dark.
And in 5 days of playing in person, he said he got here on Sunday into Los Angeles to be unified, but that's the type of player that DARDOCH can be. So you won't necessarily see it maybe with him popping off, but if the team is cohesive, I think a lot of that would be about DARDOCH.
Most of the time when he joins a new team, it was because they wanted a revitalized jungle, mechanical jungle. Let's take a look at some of his history here, because 17 years old, he joins the league. There's a little scrap in the bottle, not going to match. He moves around a lot. This was his best ever finish.
He was so good on that Echo Fox team with Huni in the top lane. They were halfway through the split, they were 8-1. Everyone thought they were just going to run over the rest of the split, slumped a little bit.
Yeah. What if Dig wins LCS now?
Clutch Gaming in that third place match over in Miami.
What if?
And then he really continued to bounce around teams.
Here comes Armeo, level 3 gank. He skipped 2 camps.
But really, it's kind of like
oh my god, they could have actually hit that. Wait, what? Isles?
Pops up in a little cloud of vision right there. So inefficient pathing already as DARDOCH in the counting stats, even though he hasn't played in 5 years.
Isles just E'd nothing.
Small, but you can see 7th all-time in games played.
That was weird.
8th all-time in kills, 8th all-time in assists for junglers. And he's ready to count some more stats here on Dignitas.
It's incredible he's top 10 in all those categories when he hasn't played in 5 years. That's crazy to me that in his time in the LCS, he was already able to accomplish all of those
And he's still in his 20s. He was so young for his entire LCS career, really. I mean, 18,
Stormator is on. Stormator is on. Jace has become very common.
Something around there,
that's still young in the grand scheme of things.
Yeah. Well, speaking of Dignitas and how things are going over there, apparently we have comms of Ignar telling his teammates his LCS idol. Let's take a listen.
Tier bot lane. What about if who is better, Leon bot lane, Tier bot lane?
Don't know, bro. We'll find out today.
It doesn't matter because you're better, Ignar.
Oh, I'm scared. Think about it this way: little core JJ knowledge. Only one of them won Worlds, so.
I'm a world champion.
To be honest, core JJ is my idol, kind of, you know. Same. The GOAT. Yeah, because long time ago it was not, but I'm getting older and older. He's still good. Makes me like you know what I mean? Yeah.
As you get older and older as a support, core gets more and more of your
I understand what he means, guys. I get that. It's like my appreciation of Faker only deepened as I got older.
Why would you bring in Dardoch?
Got you
is he
base
not too old?
so
he's
deep.
Actually, he is not. There are 6
I
players
totally
in the
understand what he
LCS
means.
right now
You're like you come to
than
appreciate the
Dardoch.
players who stuck around for that long and are still performing because you know how much they have to give up in their actual lives to continue to practice all the time. Turn it up a little bit.
Yes, sir. And Dokla's good. Dokla's playing the best league of his life. So
is this good, boys?
Got a strong
or too loud?
For first team All-Pro already in this summer split. So currently he's getting pushed in by
guys, please stop asking where is inspired. We need to actually practice kindness, okay? Kindness. How is inspired?
It looks like.
Yeah, I mean, this matchup is going to be Jay's favorite. It's just about whether or not the Swain can outscale. Dokla himself did have an advantage on Zeus when they played this matchup at MSI. So Dokla's just trying to withstand this early barrage by the Jace, and it's about how much damage
Ooh, dude.
Going early.
So scary every time against Jace.
Safe and just take a base.
Dokla will stick around, catch a cannon wave, and we did see Isles even rotate up there. So if Denethor had pushed for more, could have been in trouble. He does stick around, spotted on this ward now, but Isles is already out of there, and Dokla's channeling another back. We'll stop it again. Now mid lane, Isles does go for the gank.
Oh my goodness.
Shockwave down. Ignar's trying to lock
in
Isles.
That was...
DARDOCH not able to land the Sonic Wave. Isles does walk away.
Pretty good gank there from Isles, even though he had to burn his flash. He chunked out Palafox, got the ultimate, and Saint is going to be pretty happy about the wave state after that.
Yeah. I mean, that's ultimate
good
down,
for Saint, yeah.
Heal down. It's flash traded from Isles. But already with that pressure that they created, Armeo goes straight to the Dragon with Berserker, so this is going to be a
yes, Inspired is in my basement. He's chained up, but I've given him my Uber Eats code. He's gotten $10 off of his next order of a minimum $20 or more. It is unbelievable. He's so grateful, guys. I mean, he hasn't eaten in weeks, so you have no idea. He's just been like, if he could, he'd be just jumping up and down.
Start the Drake, knowing the Palafox is in base with no TP, so that's just a tempo play.
He's rocking up and down.
DARDOCH for that whatsoever. Other team got Drake. Some random solo.
That is very nice. I know.
Professionals here.
It's
you understand.
You know, I don't like to jack myself off too much, but I sometimes just feel like I am
last time DARDOCH played
so
the
kind,
LCS,
so generous,
was not a thing. So
and so humble as well.
With a second jungler.
I'm a lot of things.
In LCS, true.
Yes. He's been active. I mean, when I talked to him before the game,
Inspired is streaming right now. Wait, actually, bro, hold on, maybe we need to call Inspired really fast. We need to get him. We need to get him on a quick speed dial. Maybe after this game. After this game, I don't want to be distracted at this game. Check out his stream. Is he actually streaming right now?
Still pretty good.
Damn, I didn't know the Wi-Fi reached down there. I mean,
that's kind of what led to this eventual.
That is amazing. Well, hold on, boys. Hold on, boys. I'm cooking. I'm cooking again. I just realized I have AT&T fiber optic internet, and that is just the power of AT&T that he would be able to stream down there.
Even or slightly behind, and they're just going to out team fight you.
Yeah.
But you're going to take this, right? You're going to take just being in the game.
Oh, it's Onipixel? God damn it! Fucking. God damn it! Why do I always get baited by this Onipixel joke? Fuck.
You know, 3 out of the first 4 games they played without him were very fast, very aggressive.
Insane plug, insane plug. I know. Thank you, guys. I've become a real natural. What can I say? He's using an alien computer. Oh, holy. We've gotten too deep with this. Palafox, no. Well, he has flash, actually. It could just be ghosts for his flash. No, they're not. They're looking grubs. They're playing PvE mode.
Actually just taking the objective off of this because they have the players missing that everyone on Dig has to approach with a lot of respect.
Looks like Dig is approaching, though. Armeo will get the 1 grub and back away. Let's see if DARDOCH actually wants to take these next.
Denethor looks like Nemesis.
So be a 1 grub take
I keep seeing people say this. Is it true? Dig takes up the grubs.
We're in the neighborhood, so it's not going to be free.
Why was it so free for Dig to just walk up and do this? It's just hard losing.
Look at Isles.
Look at Isles, dude.
Let's see if Denethor spots it.
No, you're not going to get it. You're not going to get this. He has Storm Raiders. Oh my goodness.
And he's out of there. Okay, not bad.
Nice Storm Raider surge proc there
Yeah, Storm Raiders is actually so good on Jace because it helps him play aggressive in all-in because he'll just like melee Q and he'll just run you down with the move speed, but it also functions as a phase rush like defensively to make him so hard to kill because he's like a 500 range 80 carry with, you know, no real dash. He just has speed, but with Storm Raiders, it just lets him do a hit and run like that. He knocks him away with melee E and he just sprints off. It's really hard to catch.
The Leona Envision is the least scary Leona.
Oh, he does look a little bit. Yeah, he has like Closer's facial hair. I could see that, and he kind of has a little bit of like Nemesis.
And here's another fun fact.
I could see
DARDOCH.
that.
We've been talking a lot about how the last time he played was 2021 summer. It's also the last time Dig ended the split with the positive
Dokla is useless without his ult here.
Year with DARDOCH.
He's going to have to put a lot of work in if he wants to make that happen again here, as now he's bot lane.
Oh
First
my.
kid. Welcome back to the LCS. DARDOCH.
DARDOCH.
Makes the gank happen through the bot lane.
He's back.
Don't even need
No flash Camille.
the Leona ultimate because they can just connect through the Camille hookshot and secure that kill.
Rise ult. But dude, they're doing this to Jace with flash. I feel like
I mean, he goes in
I feel like LYON is making sloppy low percentage plays.
We saw the
always
Isles use
said it that way.
Huh?
Even earlier, that gank by Isles was totally not going to work.
I'm not going to lie to you, Jad. I don't really think when I say the word brush. Does it change every time I say it?
No,
is that what's happening?
You've been consistent the last 2 days saying brush, but it's just the first time I've noticed it.
Should I say brush? Would that make you more comfortable?
I mean, that just makes me feel like it's being said correctly, but you can do what you want.
I think it's a Minnesotan coming out of me.
Armeo does kind of look
I mean,
like
it makes
Greg.
sense. DARDOCH was just
never thought about
for a
that.
collegiate team in Minnesota.
Yeah, exactly.
So it's on the
Flash E, oh, into the root.
And this
nice
is the look at the game.
And then DARDOCH.
And then DARDOCH just totally takes that kill from FBI.
Beautiful gank there.
Gotta get that kill on your debut game. Gotta. Can't give that one to the AD
First
carry.
item, Eclipse.
I know. He's strong.
Yoink.
Sundered Sky for Armeo, so they're able to match. There's a decent chance we're going to see some posture.
FlyQuest TL after this, yeah.
Dokla rushed the Frozen Heart, so he's really in the mind of, I'm going to make Palafox kill me because no one else is going to be able to kill me. That's the strategy he's going with here.
Yeah. The armor stacking for top side is going to be, that's a Palafox problem later on in the game here, as currently LYON are controlling the access point to this next dragon. They got the first one very early, but with DARDOCH picking up that first kill, that's a 1.3 thousand gold lead overall for
Lee Sin with FB. Yeah, I mean, Lee is going to be able to do more. It's true. Oh, they do the Ori Lee combo.
From Palafox and DARDOCH.
Yes.
Just
man,
I keep
feeling this is so underused in real games.
Yeah.
It's so underused. When Lee Sin hits a Q,
we're going to combo them. That's not necessarily something you just ad-lib in the moment.
No, you have to practice this. Lee Sin hits a Q, and then Ori puts ball on Lee Sin, and then that's the Q to just go in. And take the Q2. It's very telegraphed if you're on the team with Ori Lee Sin. If the Q connects, then you put the ball on Lee. You don't like preemptively put the ball on Lee. You do it when you see him connect Q1. Wow, I really think that is so good, man. That's so sick that they do that.
Did it so decisively. That's a good sign for this Dignitas squad.
Oh.
Former rookie of the split, DARDOCH.
Oh, check Dokla's item.
In his first game. Look out.
Storm Raider Surge.
Definitely
How broken is Storm Raider Surge? Let's see.
Alone in the top lane right now. He dodged the last Isles gank, but will not dodge this one. Dokla picks up the kill.
Flash from Swain and Ignite ult from Isles' Camille, but that is the win condition for LYON, is big dokes on this Swain. Stayed even enough in CS. Completed the
Frozen Heart Rush is pretty crazy, yeah.
Kill, so going tanky first and then potentially Rylai's next is just going to be a really difficult Swain to deal with.
Now 474 gold ahead of Denethor, who was holding on just from the matchup itself. But yeah, I think you're onto something there, Jad. Dokla learning from that MSI performance, saying, wait a minute, there's something to this. If you could just weather the storm, just survive the laning phase, this Swain will be a monster. Now building towards damage next after picking up all that armor.
Swain's definitely going Rylai's
well.
next.
Just
I think Rylai's Swain is
that's a huge
such a ridiculous
he's gonna be a
combo.
Top laners are doing this type of thing.
It's kind of the same as Brand. I just think like Rylai's is kind of just like core on certain champs. Brand, Swain, Cassio maybe. You know, she's a dot champ too. She has great, but like sometimes I'm not 100% sure that Cassio needs it because she does delay her damage by doing it.
Reminder, everybody: Atlanta, Georgia. Fun fact, was the host of the Summer Olympics in 1996. Now 30 years later, it will host the 2026 LCS Championships. As
He's just dead between turrets. He's just dead.
Paying it back in kind from Isles' earlier roam. Dignitas back
wow,
up their top
Diggs
lane
is
this time.
making
Actually,
every play
Palafox is in
work.
lane to get the kill, but either way, shutting down Dokla.
And again, I really like the
DARDOCH's
focus
back.
there. He's stacking armor, so let's play around the one guy who does magic damage and then be very sure.
Wait,
that we
DARDOCH
get
is going to
Palafox
save this
killed.
team.
If Palafox doesn't get fed, they're going to have actually no answer.
DARDOCH's actually going to save this team.
2-0-0 on the way to Fed territory here.
Why did it take so long to
439
replace
gold
XU?
ahead of the lane counterpart as
Yeah,
Denethor
I
went to
mean,
the
let's not
bottom
talk about
side.
that, honestly. I think it's
picking
just
up the
honestly
wave
mean.
down there into Saint. And that's a turret taken
The
as
way
well
I feel
for
is some
Palafox, so a
GMs are
lot of
just
gold
they
injection
smell
for
like
Zoriana.
losers
Let's see
queue.
what this purchase is. Yeah, Seraph's completed 4 stacks on the Dark Seal.
They just
and a
smell
couple
like
lamp
losers
tomes
queue.
To boot, Palafox is ready to carry.
Yeah, he's playing a little bit of scaling. Didn't start with a.
Is Rise going to start this season 0-9?
But it's going to give him a little bit of durability.
I don't know. What do you
later
guys
on
think?
in
This
the
game's
game.
looking already pretty cooked.
to
I think Dig
survive
is
getting jumped
ahead
on
with a
by
better
the
team comp, and
Just
enemy
watch
team
bot,
is
they won't
not
die.
Yeah, we're clicking top
We can
right now.
easily just dive.
stacking Drakes.
Tell me when you're ready. Lee?
Ready. You can
Just
go
go now,
you
go now,
You
go now.
can go mid if you get over. Okay, you can just TP mid.
Waiting your E.
Yeah.
Give it to Christian.
And a
Back
fight
to
two,
live,
another
we
one.
see
And
Armeo
Armeo's
getting
caught.
caught in the jungle, and Dignitas do not
Holy,
relent.
did they do
They go and invade
Oilers in combo
Armeo with the
again, or
Raptors
did
right as
Palafox
the
just do
Herald's
a
up.
natty ult?
They're going to get a kill and an objective.
Play for Palafox. DARDOCH and Palafox have displayed amazing mid-jungle synergy so far. Look out, though. Berserker got that lethal tempo stacked up and is trading aggressively 1v2.
Yeah, a lot of damage here onto Ignar. FBI going to try his best to catch his wave, and will do so back off. Now we see Saint actually
little
approaching
risky.
at the Herald. It was DARDOCH alone on it. He will get the objective. He has to go back in to pick up the eye.
No, he
Saint
doesn't
should
get
not be able to
shit.
keep him locked in place,
He
so
just gets the
DARDOCH
Herald
gets the
and walks
objective when he
away,
gets
and Saint
Lot
was just
happening,
there
though.
for nothing.
Palafox
Oh my god,
TP
TP bot behind Dokla. He has
Dokla,
no
trying to make
flashes.
a play happen here.
Denethor got big damage. In comes Isles. Hextech ultimatum goes through Demarcus.
Oh,
He's already
Palafox
down.
kills
Palafox
him.
on a rampage. The AP
Oh
damage
my
from Orianna
God,
is
it's
too much
over,
for
actually.
the armor of Dokla.
That play from
Denethor
Palafox,
survives. Dignitas
keeping
finds 2
behind,
kills.
was
Mid
nasty,
though.
nasty.
Saint's getting some damage down. Does not get the final auto off. DARDOCH goes in out of Berserker. Trying to lock him down with the Dragon's Rage, but in comes Armeo. Win becomes
Oh my
lightning.
God.
The last shot
Holy
from
mother
Curtain
of
Call
whips.
will go wide. Saint sidesteps it. Denethor knocks Armeo out from the deadly flourish, but they got the kill
Armeo's dead for fun.
regardless. FBI
Oh
with the
yeah,
crit.
wow.
I mean, they're so close to
Damn.
getting more. It's
Two.
actually 1-for-1 for now.
Palafox once more. Throws out the shockwave flash out from Saint. Dignitas playing at 100 miles per hour are not giving Lion room to breathe.
They are not. I mean, their tempo was so good and that play was such a good look, but they just missed too much. I mean, they kicked him out of the curtain call.
Oh
FBI
my
missed the
God.
forward shot. Denethor missed the EQ. The shockwave from Palafox was very well placed, but flashed by Saint. It is a 1-for-1. They get
Saint had
the
great movement
turret.
there.
I was trying to.
I
be a
like
little
that
cheeky there.
Owls made him
Boost
flinch
the
for a
damage
sec.
ticket. I mean, they're still playing exceptionally well in this
Wait.
game, but they just lost a lot of tempo with that interrupt on
Palafox back
and how
got
much they
canceled.
missed.
He does not have TP Dragons up in 2 seconds. I think Lion have a huge
Yeah, Palafox
opportunity
got
to
canceled.
burst this
Unfortunately,
down. Their
that
top
cancel
five,
from
4v5
Berserker
fight for it.
actually
If they want
changes
to
the game
look,
quite a bit because it makes the
they're
situation a 4v5 where
approaching,
they
but
probably
yeah,
shouldn't
it's
walk
another
in. Yeah,
disadvantage.
they
That
have to
true
get
shot
for free.
barrage from Berserker actually completely changed the tempo of this play, and that means that is a free dragon for Lion.
But we still have ourselves in a really banger game right now.
Yeah.
It's the gold lead on the side of Dignitas. We know there's
Just
the
pick
swing
me
skill
whatever,
on the
let's
side of
win in
Lion.
peace.
We know Palafox is getting really fed in this game.
That is good,
and
that is good, bro.
It looks to be the DARDOCH, he's in form.
Yeah.
We knew he was in form. This is confirming that he is in form.
100% kill
He's playing great.
participation. 106. I think I can confirm that statement there, Jet. Wow, what a return. Sometimes we hype it up, but it's up to the player to deliver, and I think DARDOCH is delivering in fantastic fashion. Let's get another look at that, because, man, this almost goes so well for Dig. It's still good, but think of the potential.
I mean, Saint tanked that one shot from FBI that would have hit the CC Berserker and probably killed him. Then they Jace E him out of the Jhin route. And then Ignar takes one too many tower shots as the Spell Flux connects from Saint. And then just a nice flash from Saint at the end.
Yeah, back to live. We see DARDOCH looks like he went in for an invade right there, trying to get some more camps away. But you can see the audience rallying behind Dignitas. It's a play onto Palafox in the top lane. All alone, he will flash away. Saint chases him
Oh!
down. Not quite
Wow,
enough damage,
17
and Palafox will walk
HP.
out.
Not even close.
Palafox
Look at
is
that
not
Seraph
lucky,
shield
he's
coming
just
in
skilled.
clutch. 345 damage shielded. If it was 1 point less shielded, he would be dead.
Yep.
So that's why he has the item. It's to live through Camille ganks. Still, the tempo does feel fast in this game. Like they're really matching each other, and Dignitas has been able to find enough kills in this.
Would you rather watch Chovy or DARDOCH?
Pretty substantial for them.
And
well, DARDOCH's 106.
Doesn't feel like that
Piss smurfing in his debut game against LCS #1 team.
Regardless, because not all those kills
Chovy is just out there just constantly losing games in LCK. Looking a bit washed, I fear.
Isles went for the first roam top
only one right answer.
Denethor was able to avoid it. Now Isles has been up there 2 more times. Almost takes down Palafox. Does get Denethor 1 other time. Like, this Camille support is definitely kind of dictating a lot of the pace of play from Lion's side. But DARDOCH and Palafox are dictating it from Dignitas' side.
Not the mosquito build. Not the mosquito build again, bro. Not the mosquito Jin build again.
Still, as the turrets are falling in the side lanes, Dignitas got the outer turret bot side for Denethor. Now Palafox.
I honestly think in order to play this build, you have to make like mosquito noises as you're just like running around and doing no damage. You're gonna go meow, and then just like go super fast on every auto. That way you can give your team some confidence that you're maybe doing something. Oh my god, Armeo just like freaked out on that Leo engage, I feel like. Or did he mean to punt him backwards into the turret? That's possible.
Will get the turret. So LYON actually not too bad.
You don't think that's what mosquitoes sound like? Maybe that's not what your mosquitoes sound like, brother.
They absolutely do, but look at this Storm Surge.
Mine, when they buzz around, they go wow, and then they bite the shit out of my arm, and I'm tilted for 2 weeks.
Purchased item because everyone else looking for the cheap AP item is just going to go like Rocket Belt second.
Yeah.
But it's very bursty. 15 Magic Pen, 90.
I do think that DARDOCH is in Armeo's head. Armeo was actually notably up last night late. In a cold sweat.
A large burst of damage, which he will be doing to basically.
He's just muttering, "DARDOCH is coming. DARDOCH is coming."
Lowered mobility for the increased chance of like one-shotting someone. He's gone the upgraded Stork shoes with the additional Magic Pen of the Storm Surge, so he's going for true damage.
And now he's on DARDOCH. He throws out the Command Protect. He's setting up the Lee Sin Shockwave, but Lee Sin goes a little far forward. The Orianna's not able to follow up, and LYON just get their mid laner out of there with a Realm Warp.
Yeah, they're able to shift everyone to the top side on the map. They don't lose anything for that play, though, because so many people online.
LYON's 2 Drakes. Maybe they can get this third. It will be huge.
And I think everyone needs to reset for this next Drake fight, because Dig does not want LYON reaching Soul Point. Had to check the Baron there.
Don't start Baron. Yeah. This Baron is the, apparently, this one's called the Hunter Baron. I just know it from the pit. Default Baron pit does 5 quadrillion damage. Wow. Saint just doesn't give a fuck, man. These guys are so aggressive contesting these side waves.
Yeah. I mean, they're trying to bait around the Baron, knowing they have the control word inside, and kind of threatening the Baron.
Yeah, Berserker needs to...
I feel like it's such a fake threat.
20 seconds on Drake, and Dig has inside track, so they could take bot river first.
They just shift down. FBI's been pushing in this mid wave.
LYON has the crab, so they're going to see if they start it, but they're not going to have control, which means they're going to be phase checking with the low range team comp. If I was LYON, I would just give this and play retake on top side, clear all wards, take the crab, take top tier 1. There is a disadvantage in what Dig is doing, right? Dig abandoned their strong side and just walked into bot side, so they're going to lose.
I do like plays like
great play by LYON. You know, they made the choice. Yo, instead of playing retake when we're down 4K gold, let's just take control of Baron side, give this Drake, catch up a little bit in gold, but also break their setup. That's really important, to break the enemy team setup and to get your own setup going. Now Dig is going to have to retake topside. They're going to get it right here, honestly. They're going to get
500
wards down, some sweeps down.
Really kind of ran away with the gold leads over their lane opponents.
Oh, Berserker flexing. They're not going to get much. They got 1 pink out of this whole...
Guardian Angel is the third item,
Berserker kind of played ahead of his teammates there and was just bluffing.
But there hasn't been a kill
I like that.
A while.
He could be building toward that still with the double longsword.
Everyone's ready to fight.
DARDOCH's on the crab. This crab is massive.
It would be an objective. Ignar goes in. Armeo follows up. Tries to get onto the
oh my god, DARDOCH.
DARDOCH away from the Orianna. Palafox is chunked
DARDOCH's just insta-dead.
Shut down.
Can they kill Ignar?
Berserker.
No, they can't.
DARDOCH dove onto the back line, but Palafox was segmented from the fight, could not get in range for the combo.
Oh, this crab is huge.
Through the Swain.
Ignor might just go down.
Oh my god, Ignor flash preemptive. He didn't react to Camille. He didn't trust his mechanics there.
Trying too hard to get the kick onto Isles. but you could just see Big Dokes in there with the Frozen Heart and the Rylai's.
Yeah, Dokla was
no
creating
magic.
a
Like,
lot of
unless you're
space.
focusing him or disengaging the Swain,
A lot of space.
I don't think they can actually have the 5v5 team fights that doesn't start with a one-shot if Swain is in the fight.
Yeah, you press Demonic Ascension. We already highlighted the relative low range of a lot of these engaged tools. Lee Sin flying in, Ignar flying in, Denethor, he's got the Shock Blast, but after that, he kind of
DARDOCH, no. Yeah, he kind of griefed that, and now the gold lead's not so big. And also, the whole time that was happening, LYON had bounced the wave off top tier 2 and then pulled the wave back towards their side. So
for this team.
Saint, after that play, went to go collect the giant stacked top wave. And for Dig, they haven't farmed top in like 4 minutes. Right? They didn't farm top for a very long time leading up to the Drake, and they hadn't farmed top since now. So it's been like 3 minutes they haven't farmed the lane. Now Palafox finally pushes out, but look at Saint, right? He's up 50 CS, and a lot of that is just from the fact that Palafox has been grouped.
Yeah, I wonder if he goes
Palafox has been just, group playing for objective, and Saint's just been farming.
Could be here, because that gives him a little more damage. It gives Saint a lot more damage, and also gives you that magic resist. So we'll keep track of Dokla's build as it's right back to Baron control. 2 minutes 40 for that dragon, so there's really nothing on the bottom.
Saint needs to early ult away. Oh my god, he's going to be straight into him.
The Dignitas jungler was waiting in the wings. That's a teleport now from Dokla behind. DARDOCH's got to get out of dodge. Palafox will be the escape.
Oh my god,
Armeo almost just popped. The shockwave.
Oh my god, DARDOCH.
Watch for the combo. DARDOCH flashes over the wall.
Flashes out.
Trying to chase Dignitas out, and
holy
they will
shit, that was so insane.
Alive. Nobody dies on either side.
Oh my god, DARDOCH. Oh my god, DARDOC's freaking me out, dude.
I like the look to be able to get the flash from Saint, but then
also the OMG emote in my chat is actually too funny.
Having to burn his DARDOCH then had to burn his flash to get back over the Baron pit. A little hypey. I felt like he had such an amazing start to this game.
The wheels do be getting wobbly.
He's still making a lot of calls. He seems to be the most talkative member on comms right now, trying to find the windows. It is a very close game right now, and when you're up against Berserker Ezreal, who we haven't talked about that much, but he just hit 3 items on Ezreal, very high carry potential and great team fighting for LYON.
Why didn't Lee set up his kick while Ryze was TPing? I think he wasn't sure if he should have full committed. All these crabs, it lets you break the enemy team setup, and it makes it so hard for them to walk in because you can't get any flank off. They know exactly what position you're trying to enter from. I think Denethor needs to hit some big poke, right? He needs to hit somebody important. He needs to hit like Isles or Saints, champs that don't have any sustain. If they hit Ezreal, like if they hit Berserker, he's just gonna heal back up off the next wave because he's Endless Hunger and Legend Bloodline. So he basically just needs, especially with his full lethality build, to get poke off that actually matters, and that can give him the opening to walk forward and actually like fight. Right now, it just feels like DARDOCH is just kind of the only one who's going in or doing anything.
Palafox in the mid lane with FBI Ignar in the bot lane. So the volatility of this Dignitas squad has been present so far this summer split.
Sneaky.
Now Baron is the focus here for LYON.
They started it. This is a huge mistake. This Baron in particular. You do not start this Baron, right? Oh wait, what? Is it a huge mistake? What the hell they're gonna get it? What the hell they're gonna get it? It's not a huge mistake. Oh my god, no. They've been on it. The vision play with there was so good. They've been on it for like 15 seconds with Ryze. No, Ignar went in. What the hell? Yo, they're getting fucked. Yo, they're getting fucked. FBI got slowed. Ryze ulted in. Oh, what the
cuts off the retreat path.
Yo, FBI's getting sucked. FBI's getting sucked.
Show their team fight
strength. Stop sucking FBI,
they will take
please.
A 0 for 4 plus
no
the Baron.
Way they are winning this game, bro.
Great shot call by LYON to sneak the Baron there as everyone's gearing up.
What an insane Baron start from LYON. Holy moly.
To fight afterwards. I think the debuff from the Hunting Baron had pretty much expired.
Oh my god.
So I didn't like the timing of Ignar going for that engage, and then once he went in, everyone just felt like they had to follow. And again, it's one of those
Breaking Point Part 2.
Ultimate, so there was no real chance. And it might be the end of the game.
They have a cannon minion.
Bye bye Iggy.
So much damage. It's only Ignar back from the respawn.
Bye Iggy, bro. That is diabolical, bro. That is diabolical.
And it ends like that.
Lots been that guy.
Storm. 1 Baron's all it takes. They'll win game 1.
That is such a crazy reference.
I hate to see a game end like that.
Yeah.
It was looking so good.
It looked so good, right? Dig was actually in mega control.
LYON just decisively
and now LYON
start the Baron, decisively win the fight after, and then know their limits to just push the Nexus. In a game where they were down 7 kills to 2 at 7 kills to 3 at 28 minutes.
Yeah.
They win.
Holy.
How much gold were they behind? 3K? And then they're 3K up at the end.
Lounge.
Holy moly.
Lounge. What was that?
This is exactly what I was worried about when I saw the team composition.
It's pain.
Despite the fact that Dignitas did get an early lead, DARDOCH looked like he was working with his team super well, 100% kill participation.
I mean, team comps. I feel like Dig's comp is so much easier to execute on, and they just need to hit closest. I think almost every single fight in a 5v5, just like don't overthink it and just hit the closest target. Your backline champs don't have reach for like a dive. They can only hit closest. Like Jace, Ori, and Jin they don't dive. You know what I mean? Like they don't like go in like this. And
maybe they'll look for the
yeah, it's just okay, bro. I also think, like, to be honest, I also think that FBI has a massive tendency to ult at the start of a fight instead of autoing. You have to keep in mind that Jin autos do infinitely more damage than ult, and ult is more of like an ender to the fight when the enemy team is like running away or your team is disengaged. Like you don't like run away on the engage. You know what I mean? Like you don't you don't run back and ult. You fight all in with the team. And I do think that this is a winnable fight from Dig. They just didn't really... Oh, never mind. I think Ignar just died. Yeah, Ignar just inted. I'm just going to be honest. Ignar just inted, but I think that they can play this slower without LYON eating in and just like fight it out.
LYON takes a one-way trip to the gray screen as Isles now goes for the re-engage.
Wow. Jesus. Do you guys see the level gap between Palafox and Saint? Saint is 3 levels on Ori. 3 levels! That is crazy. That is a crazy amount of farm that they gave up.
Show their team fight strengths as they will take a 0
side. And weirdly, see what he does.
The team fight.
And the null magic, like unless
I'm trying to see like where did it all go wrong for Dig. It must have been right here too. It's quite bad.
Quite a while.
He could be up. It would be an objective. Ignar goes in.
What happened to DARDOCH here? Let's see.
Up, tries to get onto the back line, pushes DARDOCH away from the Orianna. Palafox
Can they kill Dokla or is he just Thanos? No, Dokla's just fucking Thanos, I guess.
Yeah.
I think in every single instance, I feel like Dig's front line just went kind of like too deep. Like right here, you can't dive deep. You just have to hit closest targets. So you have to hit, you know, Swain. You have to hit Xin Zhao. You can't keep going forward. You know what I mean? And then, you know, DARDOCH just dies in the back, and they don't have damage to kill Swain. Fuck, I hate this Jhin build, man. I absolutely can't stand these Jhin builds that don't do damage.
We can go more, maybe. I'm looking forward to it. Okay, slow, Look, Jace, look, Jace.
I do think a huge part of it is Ezreal's build, or not Ezreal's, Jin's build. Like I just feel like you can't fucking do damage with this full movement speed, no actual flat AD build.
The slow person in the absence of inspired, which is not a bad thing, right? But like throughout that fight, you hear people being like, "Nope, play it out slowly. We kind of know what we're doing." And
what is
it's
this?
Cool to hear from them.
W production. The respect is gone. 3 weeks into the 2026 summer split, Dignitas have reached their breaking point. In the darkest hour, Dig looks to the man of many teams, hoping that he can deliver them from yet another scheduled loss. After 5 years of peace outside the LCS, the path ahead remains uncertain. We only know one thing. Somehow, DARDOCH returned. This is like to you.
To me is how it was like.
Jesus.
That was break. Every other team in the league afterwards, everyone's like, no, I can fix him.
I do remember.
Hey, there's coaching. The coaching.
That's what happened at the start of this. That's good. That's good. I like that.
I like different. I'm staying right here.
Are you guys serious? We're about to get into game.
Okay. Be right back. I'm gonna go grab a drink, boys.
You guys need to lock in. Maybe this will help.
Red Bull gives you wings.
Rich in the ground before Dove can even get there. In time to try to knock out as Impact gets bursted.
Don't feed. Get fed. Scan the QR code for deals only on Uber Eats.
So if DARDOCH can come in and turn this Dignitas team around, it's going to be a story.
Can I just
JCP.
Come to me. Oh, fight. We come in. They're fighting. That's good. We can go more maybe.
I'm looking forward to it.
Behind. Come.
Slow, Jin,
It's good.
slow.
Good fight.
Look, Jace.
I'm fine.
Look,
Aura, guys.
Ori, no flash now. I'm running to Jin. I have Ian too. He has flash, right?
Yeah, has.
Okay.
I'll just come meter. You can. Nice hit.
And it ends like that. Lion weather the
Guys,
storm.
Fresca is an S tier soda, and I'm tired of pretending it's not. Who's with me? Who is with me? I think up there with Coke Zero is Fresca. Probably, Diet Dr. Pepper as well. Thank you. Holy shit. For me, the Mount Rushmore of like diet sodas is Coke Zero, Fresca, Dr. Pepper Zero, and Squirt. Monka. Got you, base. Is a Fresca a cultist drink? I don't know. Shit is delicious, though. Sunkist Zero is really good. Sunkist Zero is really fucking good. We just went to the grocery store last night. I picked up some soda. Life is fucking good, boys. I actually don't mind Pepsi either. I don't. Man, that is so refreshing. Holy fuck. I'm reborn. What about water? Water, it's like B tier. It's like low B, high C tier. It's all right. It's all right. Just kidding, guys. I'm just joking. I'm always rage baiting on water. I'm always rage baiting
on winning your week 2 player of the week. How are you feeling on the back of your?
We fucking hate water on this stream.
Gameplay.
Actually, disgusting.
Awesome. Yeah. It's been a while, I feel like, since you last won your player of the week, but do you remember the game that we play? You know how this thing goes?
Like when?
Yeah, so it's going to be like rapid fire questions. If you don't want to answer the question or if you don't have an answer, you can go skip. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right. 3, 2, 1, go. Who is the best player that you've played with in your career? You play with a lot of giants. Or just anyone, any player.
Zeus.
Yeah. You play with Zeus?
I mean, just...
I'm convinced that LaCroix and all of those like sparkling waters is a psyop.
You made a tweet that you got
I am convinced. Like, they are not bad, but I have never drank a LaCroix or any of those sparkling, like, just like flavored sparkling waters and been like, damn, that really hit the spot. I think that it must be some sort of like government imposed chemtrail that's in it, that's brainwashing the masses.
Yeah.
I can't prove it, but I think LaCroix might be turning the frogs gay.
Nothing.
Oh shit, there's an interview happening? Okay, lock in, boys.
If you were an Illusion 1v1 versus Berserker, who would win?
For sure me.
For sure you? Okay. APA or Loki, since they're having a decision between who's going to be starting, who do you think is the better player?
APA.
Why?
Feel like it.
Okay, just based off of feel. All right. What champ do you wish was buffed or nerfed?
Bob Silas.
Buff Silas.
Nope, Victory.
I like that answer. How has life been without Inspired?
Pretty chill.
Pretty shit.
Yeah.
Okay.
I chill.
Oh, chill.
Chill.
Okay.
Oh, chill. I thought he said pretty shit.
I guess the last question that I had was like, you wanted to be a jungler. You didn't get the chance to when he was gone.
Oh my God, that is so funny, man.
What's your jungle champion pool?
Like Wukong, Bai, J4, Lee Sin.
Okay.
Pretty chill.
Do you think you would have been better than Armeo, or is Armeo better?
Armeo is better.
Okay. That's all I wanted to hear. I appreciate you. Thank you for the interview, and hopefully your stomach is good and the gameplay is better. Thanks for the interview.
Thank you.
Well, I'd say he's playing well despite whatever stomach issues he might be having.
I mean, that was
fantastic
Rise's
interview, though.
first ever win in
Give credit to
LCS.
Armeo.
Armeo's the better jungler.
Armeo's good. He's also not in his chair, Armeo.
Oh! Where is he?
I mean,
where in the world is Armeo?
The only one to get food poisoning? Find out.
Ooh, has it spread?
We'll see.
I'm hearing from production that we're looking for him.
We're
So
searching
not even
for
we know
Armeo.
where Armeo
Where
is.
in the world
Yeah.
is...
No, searching for Armeo. That's the next tagline. That's Lion's next YouTube upload there. All right, we're hearing that he is on his way back to the chair, so we should be ready to hop into pick and ban for game number 2. Dignitas, we're so close, Jet. Oh, they pushed Lion so far, but this is a reminder why Lion.
Am I still a
are the
Saint
defending
downfall
champions and
enthusiast?
why they're the number
I've
one
given
team.
it up. I think Saint has
and I do
definitely
think their
reformed his
draft
behavior in solo
definitely
queue. We can move on from
Swain
the
was always going to
incident.
be hard to deal
Number
with,
2.
but Dignitas played a very coordinated mid-game. I'd say, thinking back through the game, the early timer where Lion was able to sneak that first Drake, very important. And then the Berserker ultimate that interrupted Palafox's Orianna base that led to another Lion Drake.
Yeah.
That stopped what could have been a very quick soul for Dignitas, and then I feel like we're having a different conversation. And then I think just a really bad call at the end of the game by Ignar to re-engage after that Baron. But at the same time, I think he's thinking, well, they've kind of outscaled. They're a little bit low. Maybe this is our best chance.
No, I don't have that many incidents. There's just the incident with Sneaky and Medias, and then there's the Saint solo queue incident, and then there's the Big Dokes incident, and then there's...
Warm up the eyes, man.
What is he doing?
Saint said that it's chill. Not
He's
having
looking
Inspire
so
round.
big.
Dokla's definitely chill right now. And Armeo has returned to his
Armeo's
seat.
back.
We got a full 5-man roster. Let's go. Saint does not have to play both mid and jungle for this game. And we will be ready to hop into pick and ban shortly. And Lions still continue to impress. As a squad, as a
Yeah, they
team,
really
they're
do.
not skipping a beat yet.
They really
Little
are.
incident.
There's just no meaningful fall off.
What about the incident with Syndra the other day? What happened with... What was the Syndra incident? I don't even remember.
And immediately we're like, wow, nice grab. Yeah.
Oh my God, that was... Oh yeah, I remember. Yeah. The
Away
Quante,
studying.
dude. Quante was just
Got his big
absolutely
notebook
losing
right
his
there.
mind.
Yeah, I mean, the Swain for Dokla was, I think, the biggest thing there.
Oh
and
my God, I
he was
completely,
getting that edge in his one-on-one
forgot about
matchup.
the
Yes,
Quante
Isles
thing.
rotated top a lot to help him out in that regard.
You know,
But we
honestly,
saw
if it
how
smells
hard it
like
was
shit everywhere
for
you go,
Dignitas
maybe
to
you gotta
break
look
into
under
that
your
Swain
shoe.
Later in the game. Fearless draft, though.
You guys heard that one
throw
before?
those picks
Maybe
out
I'm the
window. It's
problem.
up for new drafts, both of these teams. Lion now
I need
on
to
the blue
slash
side,
full mute
Dignitas
also. I
on
can't see
the
my
red.
teammates in chat.
That's
That
gonna
will be
ban early for Lion.
infinitely
Remember, they
better.
banned 3 junglers in game number 1. Will they go 3
Check
for
my
3
pants.
again
Oh.
here now? No, that's
Oh,
against
no.
Ban.
Yeah, so we switched around here. Dignitas first pick, Lion blue side.
What's your take on C9 right now? What needs to happen?
Hello, Dokla.
Wait, I thought C9 was looking very
Jonathan Armeo
good.
back into his
The only
chair
time they
so he
lose
can
when
play,
Loki's
but
on
5
Rise.
game wins in a row for Lion to
What do you
start
mean
the
what
split
needs to
without
happen?
Inspired. At first, they were feeling,
I think C9 probably makes worlds with
really
how they're playing
flipping,
right now.
like,
Their current
oh,
form with Tactical Loki,
you know, substitute teacher Armeo is
they
here.
look pretty strong.
Let's play like crazy.
Top 3 teams in
And this last
LCS
game,
are,
it very much felt like that was,
you know, maybe with
almost an inspired
FlyQuest
run
poking their
game.
head out, but I
Everyone's
think
not
that
going
it's
well. Let's
Lion
wait around, let's play
C9TL.
Power spikes, snap your fingers, game's over.
I'm happy you bring that up. They haven't dropped a game yet without Inspired.
5-0.
They're 4-0 in their earlier series and now an early game win here. Versus Dignitas game 1. Remember, Dignitas game 1 is their comfort zone, man. That's where Dignitas is. The
first
C9 is not the same combo
That's
as
the
Lion
first
and
game one
TL.
Dignitas has lost all summer. They won game 1 versus Sentinels, won game 1 versus C9. Yes, the rest of the
That's
series
more
is
fair.
back
I
in
think
their
that
way,
C9 and
but
FlyQuest are
they
more
showed
comparable.
that they were always good for
That's
one of
fair.
them. Let's see if they're good for
But
game 2 now. They're gonna have to
I
do
think
it
that C9
well
looks
out
a
of
bit
order
better
for
than
tradition.
Fly. Trajectory-wise,
Nocturne is the first pick here
looked better
for
this week than last week.
DARDOCH on Dignitas.
Okay.
I think the ceiling of that
Powerful
team's really
jungle
high.
Pick. Can also do some early game invading if you really want to get spicy. DARDOCH had a great early game. Then he did try a little bit too hard.
He had some fun.
A little bit of Lee syndrome. Yeah. On the Camille play and on the Rise attempt.
Lucian Milio blind.
And this is one of the problems about playing against Lion is that Berserker is just inevitable.
Yeah.
Berserker is inevitable. Like, except when we play against each other in solo queue.
You feel like it's
then I usually dick him down.
At one point, be 3,000 gold up on
lovingly,
the enemy
of course,
carry and like dashing and two-hitting someone.
Yeah.
You can already see it, can't you?
I can visualize it in my head.
I feel like Dig doesn't have a good answer to this. FBI won't play mages. He won't play like Victor into this.
Like Ziggs. It is available at this point in time, so maybe they do go for something that will not really engage. It's Senna instead.
Oh, Senna Nautilus, no way. That's the answer? Okay.
Well, it's
okay.
An old FBI special. I think.
This is a, yes, this is an FBI special.
FBI is one of the best Sennas in the world. He's really good at this pick, and he does play it into Lucian.
Okay.
So Lucian Milio, a little bit different, but like just very, very, very comfortable on this pick.
I believe in Isles to play the Senna or the Milio Nautilus interaction. I believe.
Statement made, claimed.
One of the reasons they were able to 2-0 G2 at Worlds.
Is Senna Nautilus good into Lucian? Yeah, it can be really good, but if Milio plays in front of Nautilus' face and then Q's his Q, it could also be kind of tough.
CC for the Senna, also primary engage for the team. So Nocturne might not just be going in alone. He might have a depth charge either leading the way or following him shortly behind. It's going to be the Gnar locked in for Dokla. So blind pick top laner here for Lion. They can ban out some of the tough matchups like the Vayne. And now Dokla can have some agency of his own.
Denethor would have played Vayne there? I don't know.
It historically actually wasn't one of his top picks, but I talked to him about it recently after his, I think it was his week 1 Gnar game.
/
Dakos'
Bussy.
He was like 70 CS up by the end of the game. He was like 5,000 gold ahead. He said, I think this is my best Gnar game ever.
And Bussa. Why does that look so bad to type?
He knows what he wants to do in team fights, what his win condition is, and he just seems so confident on it now. So
I don't know what Lion's gonna pick from a jungle.
Because of the nameplates.
Shrudge.
That's why I'm super confident in the Lion
Zin
draft.
is still up? No, it's not. Played from the first game. Scar maybe?
The whole story of back to a tier 2 and then back up to tier 1.
Scar.
He's only gotten better.
Yep.
Split over split, year over year, just continues to improve. And now he's on what we can consider one of his comfort picks.
Wukong.
Denethor wants to play into it. He gets a little time to choose. His line will lock
Dude,
in.
if Saint should play Victor, yeah. Saint should play Victor. Victor is really good against Nocturne. Really good.
I would have thought lock as a focus.
Victor's fast as shit. He can put W down at his feet when he gets Nocturne ulted, and then it's really hard for Nocturne to spell shield the stun. I actually think you should do it, yeah. I really do. Another thing you could do here is play Sylas. It's a great Sylas game. We got Nocturne. We got Nautilus. It's a pretty solid Sylas game. They have enough melee champs, enough range champs to make Sylas look pretty good as well.
Sylas or Ahri. I mean, they're just his 2 comfort picks.
Annie locked in for Palafox.
Ahri would be tough. I think Sylas over Ahri 100% here.
Matchup again.
Yeah, you just were talking about this.
Really confident with Inagakos. They had some roam help, but he won't.
I think Sylas or Victor. Victor for an unplayable matchup mid. If he's left 1v1 against Annie, he will shit on Annie.
With it being less reliable, the success of
if he's gonna not play for lane, play for team fight more, it's a very good Sylas game.
Of top laners not hitting ults that they would have hit in the past.
Different pick than I was expecting.
Lissandra.
Whoa, Liss. First Liss game of the split. Let's go. Haven't seen that before.
They can also provide some engage options here.
Wow. Okay.
Looks like Saint's been in the kitchen cooking up some counter picks into the Annie.
Solo AP Lissandra. I mean, can be
what is this? Why are you trying to write an emote? All right, chat. I'm a run ads. Is that what Cadril says all the time or something?
I'm looking at top regions in Summer Split.
All right, chat. I'm a run ads.
And they're both losses. Knight lost with it into Ahri, and JoJo lost with it into Ahri at EWC. So it's
okay.
All right, chat. I'm a run ads. I think I already ran ads. It's on auto.
Okay, those are 2 respectable mid laners.
Yeah, running ads for the game is goated.
His name
sure.
To that list. Let's see if he's able to put a win in the column for Lissandra here in Summer Split. Not one of the most popular champions, but what it does is it offers more engage potential. It also offers a lot of safety in the mid lane. If you're going to get dove under your turret, you can just self.
Oh, and it gives a kiss as
go
well.
Vulnerable. It's kind of like having a Zhonya's built into your kit, but you can also press that ult.
I could give you guys a little smooch.
Annie's pretty low mobility, so now Palafox
A little bit of action over the pants if you want.
Can definitely match Annie in the fact of like, oh, if I want to fight you and my jungler's here, I'm just gonna fight you with my jungler here.
Arguably better for Lissandra because you don't need the rocket belt to get in range or flash to get in range. You can also just throw out your E.
You know what? I'm gonna turn off auto ads and I'm gonna try to remember to play ads between the games. How about that, boys? How about that?
LYON Rigby is back in the coaching seat for the draft, and already you can see the effects. Dignitas down 0-1 in this series, hoping to get at least one game win. LYON, the defending champs from spring, looking to stop that from happening. Game 2, we're
dude, FBI, honestly,
all right, I still on
like, I know Doran's helm is strong, but like he might need to just stop being a pussy. Who's with me?
Pretty solid.
Who's with me? Who believes that FBI needs to stop being a pussy and start just going damage items?
He just clicked vision on the ward that they scouted them out at the Raptors. I love if you're quick enough with your
Oy, whoa, minions swung that pretty hard.
In the last 5 years.
Give me that money.
Yeah. But yes, you're right. The DARDOCH Game 1 debut, very flashy, very impressive. It wasn't a win. There were a few moments, like you said, the Lee syndrome kind of kicked in, and he thought he could go for a little bit more, but overall, I still was happy with the performance of DARDOCH and just how Dignitas looked as a team.
For real, for real? Do I need to add this?
So eyes will still be on him absolutely as bot lane.
Do I need to add for real, for real? Fuck it, I'm adding it.
Can damage into Isles and Ignar in the 2v2.
Absolutely. I don't think we're going to be seeing engage early, but Kangas, what is this?
So a reminder. So last split, okay, as mid lane's trading, I don't think anybody.
Oh wait, maybe, fucking Saints 1 HP, bro.
Does not flash Q. So a reminder that the whole Shopify prediction, that was old news. Palafox Summer. That's also old news, Jet.
What is it now?
It's now Palafox Game 1. If you look at Palafox in Game 1's this split so far, he has been smashing.
Oh, he got hooked into the wave.
And stepping up big.
A lot of damage.
The concern has been Games 2 and 3. It kind of peters off in Game 2, and by Game 3, they get smashed.
Peters off.
Now, Armeo's coming mid lane. Engage comes in from Saint. Palafox almost gets the outplay.
I'm just saying, guys.
Oh, my goodness.
I'm just saying.
Palafox Summer is back already.
I think another jungler flashes in and trade kills there. I'm just saying.
Has to burn his flash. Which
Am I crazy for saying that?
Likely punished.
I think someone else
later,
flashes and gets a kill there and maybe trades. Maybe doesn't trade. I don't know. We don't know.
Saint actually has a terrible base, a glowing moat and a refillable potion. So he is technically back in lane, but it's a decent start to the lane for Palafox, who gets to build his Dark Seal.
Has one potion still in his pocket there. So point I was making before was that Palafox in Game 1's had been smashing. Games 2 and 3 is where I wasn't seeing the same level of performance.
Yeah.
But here, starting off by absorbing a gank, not too bad.
Well, the problem is they lost Game 1 this time as well. Like,
that is, yeah.
Damn, Stan has an insane buy.
Palafox was doing well, and he's doing well in this matchup. I mean,
this list matchup looks pretty good. I like the counter pick to Annie. It looks good.
Ooh, I like that tech. Throw out the Q and then W to get the stun, and now DARDOCH's coming in. No, it doesn't actually go for it. The Glacial Path does get Saint out.
Whoa.
Yeah. Saint.
Dude, Annie's getting shit on in this counter matchup.
The lane is technically
would have sucked to play Victor into Annie.
Slightly up in CS. Looks like he's actually sticking around.
He's on glowing mode power spike and still losing.
Has gone resolve secondary.
Strange.
Onto Lissandra as well with a
little weird.
Overgrowth second wind. So tanky. Some lane runes, some scaling runes.
It's going to make it harder for Palafox to burst him down. That's one of the strengths of Annie. If you have a super squishy lane opponent, you can just blow him up. As Palafox doesn't get the backstop.
The hell? He's going to get his home guard canceled here. Look. No home guard for you, pussy.
Passing all the way.
Yeah, but Saint's actually fine, right? Just take your quick recalls. This is mid lane in 2026.
Yeah. Ooh, FBI stacking up that passive. Okay, gets it off of Berserker and Isles. Ignar's
oh my god.
With the dredge line and now DARDOCH.
Careful of the jungler. You have to think about the jungler here. Oh my god, Isles uses Q. Isles uses Q. Flash Q, flash Q, flash Q, flash Q, flash Q.
Heal from Isles with the flash dredge line from Ignar. Sidestep by Berserker with the Relentless Pursuit gets out of there.
Bit of a brute force gank. You respect the attempt from Ignar right there, but once they burned the heal for the move speed. The hook is really, really hard to land.
Yeah.
So one summoner spell for one, just the flash is going to be on a longer cooldown. DARDOCH's still going to be clearing up. The danger will actually be his
I thought he was going to go for it on Milio.
Up early. There's already a ward on it.
I really thought he was going to go for it on Milio.
Right there with Lissandra.
Looks like Armeo will be spotted by wards placed by Dignitas on the approach.
Yeah, right? I mean, Milio would flash it too, so it's not really a big deal. It's kind of like a lower, like a high risk, higher reward play. Because it's lower chance of working.
There's actually
but
3 members from LYON that rotate as Isles even goes up too. Ignar's not there fast enough to link up with his jungler, so instead they're going to go for their own invade. They're pinging on LYON
Counter Raptors.
The counter Raptors. Ignar will show himself mid lane.
I mean, Palafox is 6, so if they fight a Raptors, that's good for Dig, you would think.
Yeah, and the dredge line in onto Isles.
Whoa!
Timbers goes down, but
Are
no
you
stun.
saying that,
Stun
guys?
out,
No, surely not. Are
isolated
you
from the
trying
rest
to
of the
hear?
team.
Oh, flash W. Wait, we get the Lissandra reset stuff here. We get the Lissandra reset. Oh, is DARDOCH gonna flash out?
As Armeo will look for a
Get him,
double for
Armeo.
himself. LYON trade up 2 for 1.
Hate to see it right there. That's a huge win for LYON with already some great scaling on their side.
Did he miss his
DARDOCH
stun? Is
goes
that what
down.
happened, chat?
Palafox with the level 6 advantage at the start of the fight. Saint ends up leveling, I think, off the kill. It might have been
We're
off
struggling on the
wave
any
pushing
combos. Yo,
as
play the
well.
replay.
That
I'm
allows them to
confused.
turn
I kind of saw
around
him hit Tibbers and the
get
damage went off, but no stun
Just
either. Let me
call it
just
as it
double
is.
check
This
this.
is disastrous. Like when you have a level 6 Annie, you expect to win this.
You want to one shot. They know it's no heal as well.
Oh.
Palafox, I don't know if he didn't have the cooldowns to be able to get his stun Tibbers, but if you're comboing off the hook, you have to stun and just get the one shot. Instead,
Yeah, I think right there you just
keep
don't press
everyone
Tibbers, right?
alive throughout the fight, and the double going over to Armeo is huge.
Yeah.
I'm checking the cooldowns.
That's a
I
tough
Armeo
one
touching his
right
chin,
there.
thinking,
Yeah, at that point, just don't press the R if you don't have the stun ready to go. Not quite sure.
That
what's
wasn't
going
my
on with
finest
that
move.
player, but meanwhile, top lane, Denethor's getting roamed down by a mid laner. DARDOCH's, or rather, Dokka's going to shove in this.
That's
wave
okay.
here. DARDOCH's
I mean,
nowhere
I kind of
near.
get what he was going for. Like,
And,
maybe he thought
Denethor's gonna have
it's
to
a
try and
one-shot
survive
just
this.
from
Public
damage alone.
execution onto Dokla. Senna ult comes in. Donnie Shadow to give
Wow.
him a shield, and Denethor will flash out. So,
well played.
LYON do not pull off the dive. It's going to be a summoner spell and a few ults.
Yeah, well played. FBI bailing him out a bit with the ultimate. Nice roam by Saint. I went back and watched the Palafox play. There's no excuses. He's literally full health and full mana with all cooldowns when Ignar hooks. So you have to stun the Melio.
Yeah.
You must.
You must stun that Melio. Imagine a world where he does hit that, and they're able to blow up Isles before the fight. That's neither here nor there. Currently, it's a 1.3 thousand gold lead for LYON, as the Dragon could be the next focus here. 45 seconds for that Grubs as well. So
The dock.
the double neutral objectives on the Rift.
Yeah, and Saint got level 6 off the wave. Not off of the kill on Palafox. So a little bit of context both sides, but it does mean
That hook
game
almost
for LYON.
hits.
They've avoided any of the early ganks in the bot lane. They're slowly growing their lead with Berserker and Isles. Dokla doing Dokla-nar things at this point, slowly accruing an advantage over Denethor and Bessa. And then DARDOCH, a little bit behind the pace of the game, had done that early gank bot lane that was a little bit forced. That started the cascade of events of Raptors into counter Raptors, which led to the Palafox play that got them both killed.
Why does the AI summary say that I have a Soda conspiracy? I don't have a Soda conspiracy. I just have an extremely based take on Diet Soda.
Definitely come to life a little earlier as Armeo will go for the Grubs on
Grok,
spawn. Nobody's
stand
looking at that
down.
Dragon yet, as DARDOCH is also on the top
You're
half of the
pissing
map,
me
drops
off.
The ward down. Oh, looks for the sneaky steal there onto the Grubs, but I don't even think there's a contest. They just back off at this position. Berserker's rotating up towards the Grubs. This will be 3 picked up by LYON, uncontested.
Yeah, they just have a lot of tempo right now. I mean, they're pushing in.
Oh, I did say that sparkling water was a psyop.
So Berserker and Isles could
And the
both
Crow is
pull
training the
out
Frogs
bot
game.
lane.
Maybe that's what it means. You're right. Dude, wow. Grok, stand back up.
Berserker and Isles roam all the way up top lane. They're staying out of vision. Armeo's clearing the brush as Ignar and DARDOCH are hovering nearby.
That's a lot
Palafox rotating up. That's 4 members of LYON.
Oh,
Denethor, no
Max Ranger.
Ignar goes in early.
Quick little
There's a cycle
stun.
used early as well, but Denethor's
Do they
already
go
on
in?
there.
Oh, right into the blender. That's not good. Oh my god, a 5-4 match
An impressive stun
and no
on the
damage.
4, but it's just
Oh
too
my
little.
god,
LYON
Senna
already
ulti
get the
comes in
kills,
5
and they gotta get
hours
out of
too
there.
late to save anybody.
Caught between 2 decisions was
Oh,
Dignitas. They knew they were greatly
that-
outnumbered. It's a beautiful
That is
dive
brutal.
by LYON,
That
getting
is
so much AoE off.
absolutely brutal.
I have TP if they dive, actually. It's like really bad dive for them.
They're coming.
I have TV if they dive. It's really bad dive for them.
I'm running up here.
Yep, Sen ulti in 12.
Coming. Can we turn off the lights?
Sen ulti in 8.
Oh, wow. And then they just get double blendered.
Sen ulti in 1.
Oh.
Ooh, it's tough. You're either letting him die or you're trying to counter the dive. Palafox
I think you have to preemptive TP there if you're Palafox.
They wanted the Nocturne ult a little bit earlier.
Yeah.
But at the same time, they're all so close.
Senna ult in 1. Yeah. I see. He didn't have it for the first part.
Yeah.
You do have to preemptive TP if they're committing 5.
Or if he maybe starts channeling TP early and is under the turret for the anti-stun, it's there.
Yeah.
Otherwise, like with
100%. He needs to be there.
Popping down the Breath of Life and the Cozy Campfire on everyone, it's going to be hard to get enough AoE damage to kill someone.
Yeah. It's tough there. Even hearing Palafox call, I have TP, they can't dive, and then walks the whole way too. So Dignitas not able to keep their top laner safe that time around. LYON with the full send top will get more gold in their pocket. It is now 2.8 thousand gold lead for LYON with leads for everybody across the board. Specifically, Berserker picking up one of those kills down there. Doesn't even fall behind in CS, despite spending all that time top lane. FBI stayed bot.
It's okay, guys. He still has TP. Oh, no. Oh, no. I feel bad about this one. LYON's 3K ahead. So if LYON can win the game 4K down, what happens when they're 3K ahead at 11 minutes, boys? Also, what happens when they actually get inspired back? When they get inspired James back?
The hero that LYON really needed at this point in their season, because I know
wouldn't it be insane if they just started playing worse with inspired back?
Beyond that narrative, they have not been struggling yet to drop a game, but just it shows how impressive
They win
Armeo
Worlds.
is to be able to
The
step
hyperbolic
in
time
and still
chamber is
do it
complete.
after all this time.
100% win rate. Maybe, maybe he just stays. Right?
Maybe.
Haven't lost a single game.
Oh my goodness. Dokla just took top turret at 11-20.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, this game's falling out of control very fast. I mean,
just another Armeo
You're
game,
hitting the
right?
emergency button if you're Dignitas, because there's not many more options that you're going to have to get back into the game when there's this kind of gold lead now for a top lane.
Oh.
Looking for a play. Root lands on
Oh my God.
Depth charge will follow up.
That
Can't
ult.
quite get the angle as Isles blocks the dredge line. Armeo's still hovering.
Thing
nearby.
is, Senna does
Palafox
like
was on
no
vision
damage.
as he rotated
They're not
down
even
mid.
close to being able to
No
kill
play
anybody
for
off
Dig.
this.
I mean, there just aren't plays for Dig right now. Every lane is losing. There is only one player who doesn't have flash, and that's Isles, who's sitting under the turret. There are no plays right now for DARDOCH to go for, or even for Palafox to go for. He doesn't even have his first completed item.
Why do
so
they
they're
pick
in a
Senna? I mean, Senna was a good answer into Lucian Nami before. Like, Senna Nautilus was good into Lucian Nami. Oh my god, they're just diving between turrets here.
Pouncing on to the Nocturne. He's out of there. Same with the kill credit. Palafox coming in with a flank. Maybe finds the angle this
Oh my
time
god,
around.
flash
Armeo's
stun.
chasing out the support. Armeo on a
Oh.
killing spree. He just dives past everybody on
Oh,
Dignitas.
shit.
Says, I'll do it myself. Dignitas has 3, try and chase Armeo out, but he is out of there. And LYON just
Dig
get 2
loves
for
to
free.
die between their turrets. They need to either play safe between turrets and not let them take a fight like when they're not diving, or just in general play, you know, more hugged on turret and then bait the guys on turret. But I think the worst thing you can do when you're kind of playing defense is to, like, kind of like how DARDOCH's doing, he's kind of allowing himself to be targeted when it's his purpose was to protect his bot lane from getting doped.
Palafox roams down, Denethor teleports down. They're not panicking. They're not calling for Dokla to fly in. Dokla can just take over midway while this is happening.
Oh man, Saint played that so well too. He bought so much space in this fight.
Goes back in when he needs to. You just gotta clap his reign over.
Yeah, Palafox thought he could maybe find the burst on.
Yeah, Dig is just so outclassed.
Palafox stacking up the passive, gets the stun. Does Saint really want it? Backs off at the end. But message sent. Saint
level lead for Big Dokes.
Yeah, Saint's also 3-1 and 4. Just styling on Palafox.
What a feeder. 100% of his team's deaths right there.
Oh, you're taking the other side.
It's the food poisoning. Yeah.
Yeah, he's got a rumbly tumbly, you know, struggling out there.
Even the early laning phase, he was playing so on the edge, right? One auto attack away from dying, but he was up in CS the whole time, just kind of accumulating his lead. Now he's got the Merc treads, so he's just so hard to actually lock down and kill. Very slippery.
And if we're being honest, I know that we spent a lot of time talking and gassing up DARDOCH's return, the excitement around that. Game 1, we had some of that. We see Isles here with some very impressive stats as well.
He's been really good.
Wait, ranks among supports in Summer.
First.
He's just there. He's alone. And this is, I would say, kind of the reality check, Jet.
Yeah, I agree. That line is just so far ahead of everyone else.
Yes, they
it's
don't have
fucking
their
crazy.
jungler, but they have 4/5 of the roster that went undefeated in the finals, a 3-0 sweep, and they are against the last place team in the current standings.
Yeah.
And this is what it looks like when you see that disparity in placement.
Wow, Saint's so patient. He doesn't even, bro, he literally doesn't, oh my god. He doesn't even self-ult when he gets auto-ulted. He has no fucking fear at all. He knows that he's completely fine.
LYON is an elite world-class team.
Top 3 in the world.
They really are.
Palafox throws out Tip.
Oh my god, Palafox
Berserker's got the
just
damage.
got
And Palafox got no space on the map to be right now. LYON at 15 minutes have already taken top turret. They're going to now look at mid. Couple autos, that thing's going down.
Yeah. One thing to remind people of, you know, when you're down 8,000 gold at 15 minutes, there are no good plays.
Yeah, there's no,
It's not like
there
it's
is no easy play to make.
If they were just smarter about the game, they could come back from this. Like, it's a doomed game state, so they're trying to find spots where maybe LYON has made a mistake, or they just don't have enough people there and you're trying to surprise them with numbers. But if they happen to have the numbers, which is a guess, because since they're so far ahead, you don't have vision. I love this.
Oh no.
Armeo, 100% win rate.
Yeah.
Just saying.
Inspired has the lowest win rate of any LYON player this year.
True.
That's actually shocking.
Yep.
Does LYON need Inspired? Question for the ages.
It is, you know, you gotta wonder.
You gotta wonder.
You gotta wonder.
Yo,
hey, I mean,
Berserker still hasn't bought boots.
With Adam right now, despite Raz
He bought
the
Ruby
answer.
Crystal Longsword before he bought his tier 1 boots. There's no way he doesn't realize that he actually doesn't have boots.
Over to LYON,
Like,
as they will keep
he just
to
doesn't.
your point, Chad, like, at
He
this
forgot
point,
that he
when
doesn't
it
have
is this
boots.
type of gold lead, this early
Because
in the
you would
game,
never buy a
you
Longsword or
get past
Crystal for
logical
tier 1.
ways for a team to come back. So I start then thinking,
Oh god.
we got a
sure.
3-way tie
I think
right
it's
now for
Berserker.
LYON. You think Berserker?
He don't need that shit. Yo, actually, what if he just wins the whole game?
Okay, well,
Like the
there's
game
another
ends and he
going
still doesn't have
for
boots. So
one
that'd be
of
like
those
first
Hail
time in
Marys, if they
history.
can
Oh
get
my
on to say
god.
no flash available,
Flash
he
hook
self-froze
into
the tombs, and now the
Alessandra with
teleport
ult.
star coming in. Armeo with the
No
cyclone
play is
locks
a good
down
play at
Ignar,
this point.
And Dignitas
Just being
could
honest.
not
Oh!
continue. What an ultimate from Big Dog. The rest of LYON answer the call of war. Berserker on a rampage gets the double kill, chasing down FBI. It's a slaughter in the bot lane. LYON pounce and get the ace.
Oh,
It's a 17-minute
wow.
ace.
Saint just
and
was
an
so patient there.
11,000
Waited
gold
for
lead.
flash hook from
Berserker also
Ignar
picked up
and then
more kills.
just self ult so clean.
6-0-3. 1 kill for Armeo. That's it.
Well, I want to spend some time on Armeo here, since he is statistically the most successful player in the LCS in 2026.
Look at that. He has
Saint
E.
plays this
He
beautifully.
waits at
You wanna
he
be as patient as
casually
possible with his
sidesteps the
ultimate. He
flash
still does
hook,
the same
man.
damage with
Saint
his
has
self-ult
such
as if you ult
insane
someone else, it
hands.
just doesn't apply the CC. So when
Actually,
possible, I
very
think
impressive
self-ulting is just,
mechanics.
like, incredible, and then Big
FBI
Dog
doesn't
coming out,
flash
yada, yada,
the Gnar
you're
ult.
great.
Those are unimpressive mechanics. Then he flashes late and dies anyways.
If
Fight was
Inspired
doomed
comes
anyways, even if FBI
I want to
flashes
see
an
if he
Gnar
can
ult.
just
All
sub
that does
into
is
some other teams.
reduce
Because
the deaths
it's
by
just a
1,
good
but
luck charm,
fight's
like,
completely
lanes
lost.
just
Still
always
basically
win.
team wiped. 4-man.
LYON's lanes are incredible, but is there something there where he can just be the vibes guy?
Some magic.
I'm gonna farm. I'll be there for team fights, and we're gonna win. I have this magical power.
Oh my god.
He's not
Ignar.
pressing his W. Doesn't have to.
I mean, he pressed Rift Herald.
Hop in, buddy.
And that meant that
Oh!
Ignar missed the Q onto him. Now DARDOCH has to flash over the wall. LYON, the entire Rift belongs to them.
It does.
Right now. Yeah, they own it. Bottom
Yo,
purchase
poor Ignar is
with
just
that
not having
12
one right now.
gold
He's
lead.
not on one
Dignitas
right
only
now, that's for sure.
Had one plate. Denethor's about to get a plate bot lane.
Thank goodness they got a kill, because otherwise this would be perfect game territory. They'd have picked any of the grubs, no turrets, just that one kill to their name to prevent this game 2 from being a perfect game from LYON, which is
I think you go
incredibly
Victor
hard to do
Nautilus.
in the current landscape.
Victor
of League of Legends
Nautilus
competitive
into
play.
Lucian,
It is keeping them in there
Milio,
a
but
little bit. But yeah, this
I don't
game
know.
is just kind of over at this point. We're 19 minutes in with a 13,000 gold lead for LYON. They can't even go for the Baron at this point. So it's a good time to remind you, check out that QR code on your screen. The LCS Championship is headed to Gas South Arena.
Yeah, Isles has
in the
100%
greater Atlanta area from
KP,
October 3rd to 4th.
which
Tickets
is
are on sale
crazy.
now.
But
In an
like
earlier
mid
call-out,
jungle
we were
having
saying something
12 and
about the
13
Olympics
KP
being
is
there in
also
96.
pretty crazy.
And then now in 26,
Yeah.
something just as prestigious,
Yep.
Still, Lucian has no boots. This is wild. I want to ask Berserker if he meant to go no boots.
Full circle. All right, DARDOCH versus Armeo. Full circle. Full circle. LCS at the arena. Full circle. Boom.
I mean, DARDOCH does have 100% of his team's kills. He has 100% kill participation in this series. Actually, he was 100% in game 1. Looking for the silver linings.
Yep. I like it. Stretching it. As Lion will look for this tier 2 turret in the bottom lane. Armeo's at, what, 12 kill participation? Oh! Saints at 13.
I know, Isles is at 100%. How can I have a
support.
bunch of AoE
I know,
abilities?
if you just press W, you're just able to kind of get it at that point.
Ignore has 100% KP. Wait,
went down one
both
time.
supports,
if
kind
we're
of
accepting
smurfing.
Berserker's going to have the most kills, does that mean Saint will also end with the most deaths? Or will somebody else match?
You're onto something. You're cooking.
Get into fun
pretty
prediction
hard for them to die this game. But if someone is...
Guys, only real ones know that Armeo's original name was Grigne,
like
which was a
He's
very
building the GA soon, though.
Yeah.
controversial
Like
name
just self-ult.
if you swap the letters around.
Berserker's got Melio on top of him the entire time.
And he's Berserker.
According to trusted sources, though, that was unintentional. Oh, he's mini now. He actually dies. He actually dies.
Yeah, he's still mini
Really nice.
Nar, so this
Good pick.
should be a
1K
kill.
shutdown?
FBI, one more auto
Oh,
shutdown
massive.
to Dignitas. Now it's only a 12.4 thousand gold lead. Let's see if the rest of the squad can get out as Armeo is here with Lion in tow. Saints going for a flank onto Lissandra. Can he get the glacial path over the wall? He's going to take it. No,
Oh,
does not
wow.
take it.
Did you see what Palfox tried to do? He tried to
Palfox,
instant
so
stun
Lion will
with
just lose the top
W
laner.
on. He
They
tried to
will.
pre-stun the Lissandra E. That was cool.
In Atlanta. Atlanta.
What's wrong with Ginger? True, true. Let's go with that.
28-3. Maybe we have another moment here in this Dignitas game.
Well,
does this feel 28-3? I feel like it kind of does.
I feel like we're in Los Angeles.
Saints
not
caught.
Atlanta right now.
People
but
just
as I say
Lions
it,
is
this
taking
a
turns dying on this
second
wave.
Solo laner from Lion getting picked off in the top lane, just back to back. He still has that self ult, and he's
Oh,
gonna take
what
one with
the
him on
fuck?
Rampage. Sets up the rest of
Wow,
Lion
they
to go
turned that?
in for the kill. Berserker
Oh
picks
my
up a double.
god.
And
Yo,
that is the
Lion
team
is
fight
the
win
best team
regardless
ever.
for Lion.
28-3 is turned.
Are you
it's
kidding
now
me?
42-10. So
Are you kidding
it's
me?
actually, in fact, not
Saint
closer.
turns that play. Are you kidding me
Here's
right
how
now?
it feels.
Yeah.
They might just
Are
end
you
off this
actually kidding me?
Yeah,
Like, that was
22
so
minutes
fucking
into the
clean.
game, 18-3 on the scoreboard.
He turned that
with a
because
big
Isles
number on
also
the
came in
screen,
with like flash ults,
14,400
shields. He
gold
didn't
lead.
have summoner heal, I don't
Lion
think, or maybe he didn't use it.
absolutely decimated Dignitas. This is what it looks like when a first place team wins a game of League of Legends. GG 2-0 Lion.
Armeo
Dude,
still
Saint is
undefeated
actually
in
having
the
a flu game.
LCS. Lion
MJ flu game, bro.
spoil
He
DARDOCH's
kinda popped the
return
fuck off.
To the LCS. The
He didn't
Lee
just
Sin game
kinda,
from
he
DARDOCH
extremely
looked
popped
great
the
at
fuck off.
start. This game, Dignitas just had nowhere to play. It started bad and it got much worse. But Lion is the team that is just cruising here throughout Summer Split. They're 3 weeks in. They haven't even played a game with their consensus like best player in the league. And they're still 6-0. So incredible job so far from Lion. And it's looking like Azale's getting set up with Armeo for an interview. We're going to be tossing that as soon as they are ready.
Now,
maybe this is the last that we've seen from Armeo.
Yes, maybe. We heard that Inspired could be coming back after around 3 weeks, but now we get to hear from the man who stepped up and continued the win streak for Lion. Let's throw it over to Azale.
Thank you very much. Here with Armeo right after your victory. You're 3-0 with Lion. Is this the end of Armeo with Lion? I know Inspired said 2 or 3 weeks. Is this the last we're going to get to see you?
I'm not sure, but hopefully Inspired is back because, you know, even though I've been winning, he's a stronger player. So, you know, I'm just getting carried. It's chill, but yeah, I mean, it's been cool to win, of course. But yeah, I think he's back soon, and just see what happens.
All right, cool. Well, how was it for you playing against DARDOCH? Obviously, it's a bit of a throwback. You know, we had talked earlier when DARDOCH first came in the league, he was the second youngest player in the league. You were the youngest player, right? And this was a long time ago, and now you guys are kind of getting to have this full circle moment where you're getting to play against someone who was around right when you started your LCS career as well.
Yeah, actually, my first game, I subbed for Echo Fox. I was still in high school, actually, at the time, and it was against DARDOCH. And we were winning the whole game, and then we lost. Fortunately, this happened again, except we won. I just, you know, this is potentially my last game, so it's kind of interesting that worked out that way. But yeah, I mean, it's really cool to see him back because, you know, he had to grind through, you know, tier 2 or whatever. You know, I'm done with League competitive other than the subbing, so it's a little different. But yeah, it's just cool to see that he made it back.
Well, I just got word that you won player of the game, so I don't think you're just getting carried. I think you're not, giving yourself enough credit. You're playing well. You say you're done. Does this, reignite your kind of like competitive fire at all? Like, is getting to play and doing well and being like, hey, this is pretty fun. Hey, I could do this. Like, does that change your mindset at all, or are you pretty set on, nope, I've had my time. I'm ready for something else?
Yeah, it does not change my mindset at all. I'm totally done, to be honest. Yeah, no, I have zero interest in playing. Like, I'm just doing school. That's the focus. But it's summer, and it was my first year, so had some free time. That's what I'm here.
There you go. Well, it's a cool story at least. You played very well. Congratulations, Armeo. Thank you very much for the interview. Back to everyone at the lounge.
There are actually 2 ringers from olden times that have the same mentality. Armeo and Zazel. They're both just like, yeah, I'm done. I'm just here temporarily just to dick around.
I mean, it was a lot of fun, obviously. I was a big fan.
Can't imagine that happening in any other league, but it's just fascinating.
So it's an honor to play versus them after their MSI finish, obviously, and it's a big skill change in terms of my opponents, obviously. So it was a lot to take in, but proud of the game 1 performance, at least, that we showed.
What was the process like coming in on like what felt like last second? You talked about going through trials and everything, but what was the process like coming into LA and going through scrims?
Yeah, they pretty much made the decision after their match against C9, and they told me, like, we're going to book the flight for the next day. And I was like, all right, awesome. But I was kind of on the edge of my seat. I didn't really know where it was going to go. Obviously, after they beat C9 game 1, I got a little nervous.
Yeah.
Might not get the spot, but it all worked out.
Going from these games today, you said obviously you were happy with, or you didn't get the win, but game 1, you had a pretty strong performance. What do you think you can take from this week going forward with the rest of DIG? Because obviously it's a quick turnaround to try to make the playoffs.
He's been chewing that one piece of gum for 3 hours.
This week did go pretty well.
I don't think that he like replaces his gum, bro.
Yeah, I mean,
it's just been pulverized into mush at this point. He's just been fucking smacking this thing.
Where, unfortunately, we'll probably see the defeat screen more often than not, but we make some competitive plays, and we obviously can match.
Bro, give him some credit. This guy, he for sure has a fucking pack of gum. He's cycling through it.
On cohesion. There's a lot of moments in the game where we are just not agreeing with each other about what the plan actually is. So there's a lot of back and forth, and then obviously against really good teams in current meta, the game just happens so fast. If you miss those 15 to 20 seconds of conversation not agreeing rather than making a plan, then enemy team's already made their plan. They're already sitting in position doing something,
My question is, like, how's the journey been in Tier 2? Because you've been playing with, like, a lot of friends, like, I'm assuming with, like, you were playing support for Chad and Will, who were jungling, and then you were on CCG, and a lot of those players speak so highly of you, specifically, like, you coached when you were on IMT and all that, so they talk about how you looked over their perspective and helped them out individually, and you were very vocal in reviews. So, like, how has that journey been for you personally?
The coaching definitely changed my perspective a lot. So on IMT, I had the pleasure of working with my boy Kenvi.
Yeah.
And we had a really, really good relationship when I was the assistant coach of the LCS team. So that kind of sparked that was the first time I had a feeling where of like, oh, I could actually like nurture this talent and it's fulfilling in a certain way. So that kind of made me want to get back into Tier 2 and have a different kind of like optimistic view of, maybe I don't go to Tier 1, maybe I don't promote through the pipeline of Tier 2 like promotion spot, but maybe I can help somebody else get to LCS. So yeah.
Nice.
I feel like a lot of people know of you or have an idea of you just from when you were much younger. So if you could kind of go back and tell your younger self anything as he's entering LCS, what would it be?
Just keep your head on straight and focus on yourself. At the end of the day, I was a very good individual player once I entered the league, and I didn't have the skill set as a human outside of the game to kind of scale that into being the player that I envisioned myself as. So, yeah, here's to a second chance.
Relatable.
Especially after your interview that you had before the series, you talked about the reflection that you never thought it was about your individual skill. And like even watching your game
I'd be open to subbing, yeah.
You were like one of the best.
A lot of people asking would I ever sub for a team. I mean, yeah, but I have no interest in playing full-time ever again.
You could
definitely
at this level. You feel like
way happier streaming than I was playing, especially towards the end.
But game 1, obviously, yeah. I mean, at the end of the day, I am against.
I definitely vibe a lot with Greg, where it's just like, or sorry, Armeo in his interview, where he's like, oh,
more than tier 1
No, it
level
doesn't change my
over
mind
the years,
whatsoever. But I think it would be a
he's
fun
obviously
like
been far away from the
side
space as
quest,
well,
LARPing
so
around LCS player for
it's
like
a good welcoming
a week or two.
series for me, at least from the jungle matchup perspective. But I think, yeah, I'm very confident I'm still a tier 1 level player.
Hell yeah.
Nice. Well, I think you proved it today, especially, again, after a Game 1 performance. Thank you so much for taking the time to catch up with us and do all these interviews today in your glorious return. We are going to go to a quick break, and on the
Where
other
was
side,
Ultimate
Team
Price?
Liquid Alienware will be
Where was
taking
this
on
guy?
FlyQuest.
I can't find his message anymore. I'm gonna find it. I'm going to find it. Oh, here it is. You guys remember this guy who just says that I hate anime, and he's been saying it for like I don't enjoy anime, I hate anime, anime is cringe. But he's been typing the same I hate anime message for 2 years. 2 years. Same message. Well, guess what, guys? A couple days ago, he came in my chat, says I actually love anime. And now, update, he says, I want to apologize for my message a couple days ago about how I actually like anime. My little brother stole my Twitch account and typed a bunch of falsehoods. It won't happen again. Now, I'm just going to keep it real, Ultimate Price. I do not believe you. I think that you had a change of heart. I think you had a change of heart. You're not going to get us.
Text me if you need anything.
You can't backtrack that one.
Now available across the nation.
No, she's so nice in real life.
Red Bull gives you
Closeted anime fan, bro. It's always the closeted ones. It's always the ones that are the most vocal. That have a Crunchyroll account. Isn't that strange? Isn't that strange? You go to an LCS event and for some reason the grinder servers are overloaded and crashing. You go hang out with Ultimate Price and for some reason the Crunchyroll servers are lagging. It's weird. It's weird. It's unexplainable maybe.
I vote for any.
It is just like Squid or liking the Krabby Patty. In denial, I say.
We can go home fast.
Yeah, nice. Thank you, guys.
What an R ultimate from Big Dogs! It's a slaughter in the bot lane. Lion pounce and get the A.
I actually haven't watched anime in like a good couple years. I think the last one I watched was the JJK movie. But once in a while. Like, I'll always come back for Demon Slayer. Dude, when's the next Demon Slayer arc coming out, by the way? I mean, we're literally on Infinity Castle. There's no way it's not coming out soon. Surely. $2027? No, I didn't watch Solo Leveling. I did hear about Solo Leveling. You know who's telling me about it? Fucking Vincent Wang, Biofrost. He was saying that shit is so good. I kind of like Frieren. Like, I was watching it. I mean, it was like, it tugged at my heartstrings for the first couple episodes, and then it got a little bit slow and I got a little bit bored. Thought it was really cool. Like, it was very intriguing. Like, there's no other anime like it, but I just didn't keep me interested after like 6 episodes. Dude, I don't know. Maybe I'm just fucking weird. I like don't really watch shows that much anymore. I like playing games. I like playing games and going outside, but I need to probably take out some more time to watch some shows. Just buckle in and watch. Like we still haven't finished Fallout either.
To our final series of the week, FlyQuest versus Team Liquid Alienware. We're gonna have Isles as a guest caster once we get to the games as well. Player of the game was Armeo.
You know what You know what anime Vincent recommended for this is some deep lore. Me and Lena started hanging out in 2019. And I was trying to riz her up, so I was gonna invite her over to like watch anime after we like got dinner or something like that. I think we were just out for food. And so I was like, fuck, but I don't really watch that much anime because I was competing at the time. Not a lot of time. So I asked Vincent, who I knew was the biggest weeb, about like what anime we should watch together, and he recommended Promised Neverland. And God, I got somebody in chat's gonna know this one. It's like a sad anime, and I think it's about like this like android woman who like helps people who like survived war. It's God damn it, I don't remember the name exactly. Somebody's got Violet Evergarden. Yes, Violet Evergarden. Violet Evergarden. Yes, he recommended those two, and I was like, so I read the synopsis for both of them, and I was like, well, one of them's like a thriller. I didn't really know the story of Promised Neverland. One's more like a thriller. One's more like a feels like more like depressing and real and like profound. So then we went with Promised Neverland, and Lena really liked that show. So I was like, W. Vincent, dude. Great wingman. Great recommendation. That is an amazing show. Like, if you've never watched Promised Neverland, you don't know to watch with your SO. Or just fuck it. Just watch it by yourself. Watch it with a friend. Watch it with whoever. It's a great show. The first season only. Great show. Season 2.
With my big dog tier list that I had on thing is it just you
I've seen, you know, let's just pretend season 2 didn't happen.
Give me your tier list breakdown.
I mean, I think, I guess in our form, I think at the end of LCS finals last split, I would say we were definitely in a league of our own.
Yep.
But we'll yet to see how.
I thought those were some good shouts by Vincent, though.
We're the Wolves.
Yeah.
Okay,
I like that.
But we've yet to see our form with Inspired. I think we've had a good showing so far, but I do think, talking about other teams, TL is by far the strongest team visually from my perspective. I do think they've carried a bit of that MSI form. They definitely learned a lot there, and I think they're obviously the favorite coming into today.
What about Fly? Where do you put them? Do you think this should be, are they on a similar tier to TL, or are they a tier below?
I just think that Fly really hasn't found the way to just take their foot off the gas yet. And I think it's a criticism they've received a ton so far. But it just seems like at some point in their game, there's so much volatility. They're so good in early game, and they're so good hands-wise, but...
How did DARDOCH do? I think he did as well as like a top-level Academy jungler can be expected to do on a bottom-tier team. So he did well in the Lee Sin game, and then they just got completely steamrolled in every role in his in game 2. So I'd give him like a 7 out of 10. Like, he did pretty good, all things considered. I think he played fine in the Lee Sin game, and then he entered important fight where like he just went too deep trying to kill Camille and died for free, and then he had like most of the lead, or he had a good portion of the lead, I should say. And then but like his early game was good. Like, he got a successful gank off bot, so yeah, I mean, there's good and there's bad. It's not, he didn't play like super clean either game, but he didn't look out of place either.
Now, Isles, how do you feel about Ezreal Karma versus Jhin Bard?
Honestly, I'm kind of surprised that this is the draft that FlyQuest opted into. I think usually they prefer trying to pick winning lanes. I think that's what their bot lane kind of...
Jhin Bard, okay.
When they have that advantage, I think Master plays great from ahead, and when it's...
What is Jin's win rate against Ezreal, by the way?
Game, I think his impact is just not as felt as much. And I think
it's got to be in the gutter.
But I do think this is cookie cutter TL. I think this is what they should play to. I think this is what they had the most success with.
All early pressure TL.
It's been fantastic. It's not an easy champ to execute, but I think especially...
Yeah, I mean, if you can win on this, then
I think
your execution is really great.
This is their strength for sure.
Which support would you rather play in a game like this? Obviously, you know, the meta is pretty roam heavy. You know, Ezreal Karma very lane dominant, but Bard kind of has...
With or without Mosquito build?
Plays. You know, which side do you kind of prefer?
That is funny.
You could hop in.
That is funny. I mean, yeah.
I'm not sure if
without Mosquito build, hopefully, could have a higher win rate.
I think Caitlyn Bard is an easier matchup. Once you hit level 6, it's a bit more clear what your win con in the matchup is.
Yes, Caitlyn Bard, thank you.
One ult can blow one flash, because if you get hit by it, you're trapped and you're dead. But Jhin, I'm not sure if they're going to have the same impact in the laning phase, and they're going to be able to sync up with the jungler. We'll have to see what Griffin picks up in the 4-5, but I think it's easier for Ezreal Karma.
Feels like TL with the Vayne ban, I'm normally thinking about, you know, Gnar or Renekton, champions like that you're trying to open up for. So, you maybe they're looking for blind for Morgan.
Why does Caitlyn have like no prio?
Feels like that Jose.
I don't know. I just feel like Caitlyn Bard is
how do you feel
such
about
an amazing
Jose and how he's been
duo in
I
every
think
way.
Roger's
It's
definitely been a standout
strong
player.
in
Yeah, like, a lot of
2v2 scaling early game. Why is it not? I think it's just being overlooked. People feel like Jhin is easier execution and a lot easier to play, a lot easier to get prio on, and he is easier, right? Jhin is easier to play than Caitlyn, but Caitlyn has a little bit more mechanically demanding, a little bit more like micro decisions you need to make on Caitlyn, but the payoff is so huge damage-wise, prio, and Caitlyn doesn't suffer the same weaknesses that Jhin does, lacking damage. You can build yourself into a hole on Jhin as well.
Back over to FlyQuest to see what they want to draft, and with all of those junglers off the table, it will be a Pantheon angle here for Griffin.
I always find it funny though in game 1 when there's like 5 jungle bans, and then you realize, okay, well you could still play like Wukong.
There's a lot of champs.
There's a lot of champs. It's like you can't actually ban someone out in game 1.
Yeah, I mean, like you say, I do think I would just expect the Wukong here or some sort of AD carry jungler. I don't think LYON or something is that great when you play against a champ like Pantheon and a lot of lockdown. So,
Ooh, wow, we have blind Olaf. Now, there's some, there's some things you can play
I mean, honestly, if they go Sejuani
into Olaf, maybe just like give him aids in lane, but
we saw this Sejuani talk from Dokla.
I don't know what they're going to play here. And Bussa?
For it, and it didn't go as well in lane, I think,
wow, Olaf Sedge. Now, that would be a combo.
It is the Wukong, yeah. I think this is what most junglers would opt into. I do think this is actually something that...
What is Gakkos going to play into blind Olaf? Now, is this legal, right? Olaf hasn't looked good in LCS.
How
Impact kind of dragged the win rate down yesterday. I just, in general, like Surdy dragged the win rate down yesterday. People have just not been having good games on this pick. Gakkos goes, Jax. All right, let's see it. Let's see it.
Yeah, the blind Olaf top to me is always a little bit surprising, but it is obviously a very CC-reliant team. Jax, I always feel like, does have a pretty nice edge in this matchup. I know you guys had it actually in your series. And Dokla did end up solo killing Fudge, but Fudge all in about 5 seconds before he had Ignite. Otherwise, I think he probably would have won that. Talk to me about how...
In LCS, the team with Olaf wins. Yeah, that's why I specified. In LCS, I think the players don't play as volatile as they should at times, and like they just don't get the ball rolling. Olaf's like a win hard, lose hard type of pick. You get behind on Olaf, you just die to raw damage. Like the fact that you can shrug off CC doesn't matter because you just straight up die to damage. You get ahead on Olaf, you get like ahead in XP, you get ahead in items, and you just become this unkillable, unCCable drain tank that he just touches the backline and they're just instantly ran down and dead. So I think you just have to be very sharp on the champ. You need to have great aim with Q. You need to have great timing with just like when you want to go all in, the angle that you want to go, how you're going to play it. And yeah, he's honestly a pretty mechanically demanding champ. He has a lot of mechanics to him. He has W auto reset. You have to aim your Q. You have to not only have to aim it well, but you have to decide how deep you're going to throw it, because if you throw it too far away, it takes you too long to pick it up. He's very high APM. If you're watching Olaf players POV, it's, especially as you ramp up attack speed later in the game, or when you're low HP.
It's that simple. I think once you buy the Kales for Ezreal, he will be effectively unkillable this game. All you have to do is maintain that prio, get the bot crab, be stronger when the second crab spawns, try to get that Wukong 6, and just hope your top doesn't grief.
Okay, cross fingers, no grief from top.
I don't know what team I would. The whole idea about like subbing for a team is just,
especially when I'm the one playing top lane.
Yeah, and obviously that's on the.
It would have to be a team that like I like the people, but I don't really know that many people in LCS anymore. Like,
they also have to neutralize this lane and
I kind of vaguely know TL members because I played with Core, Quid. I vaguely know some of the line players because I've like played with and against them for so long, but
both of them opting for the combat summoner spells.
I don't know. It's
junglers need to pay a visit up here.
Yeah, exactly.
It's really
there's not even a point to even talk about it because it's never going to happen.
Combat sums becomes really important, but at the same time, Olaf without Ghost, when you look later on into the game, I do feel like is significantly weaker. So like there is a trade-off there.
Wow, FlyQuest bot lane always plays so good.
If I can force a heavy trade, if I can trade those summoners, it is so beneficial to the Ignite player because it is the shorter cooldown. So if you can force that without dying, trade summoners, and then re-all in, And that's kind of what Fudge failed to do in the matchup against you guys, where they did actually trade those summoners, but then he just didn't quite wait until the exhaust came back up.
Yeah, that's especially true if Gekos has opted for the Cosmic Insight. I'm not sure if he has, but
we can check.
Going from a 152 second cooldown to like a 241, it's a very big difference.
Has Cosmic.
That's a long window where Jackson have that extra pressure.
Yep.
All right, so we'll keep our eyes on Gekos versus Morgan in particular. Taking a look at our junglers and where they're starting, you can see both of them starting off in their respective blue buff quadrants, now pathing towards those red sides, so they'll end up on opposite sides of the map. It does mean Jose Diogo is going to be down near this bottom lane.
He just fucking took the base, huh? Cryogen just took the base.
I'm interested to see, I guess, what the plan is here.
Well, Morgan's tanking a lot of damage. Jesus.
Like be fairly quiet. Cryogen, I think, did a good job. This is kind of the standard way to play this bot matchup, is just to trade all your HB and get a base off early, but seems like not much is happening first round.
Do you want to see junglers try to make something happen early on? Obviously, it's more difficult for Jose Diogo because Wukong is generally one of those just farm until 6 when you have the Cyclone type of ganks. But even if Jose might not be able to make the most plays early on, Core JJ sharpening up that blade. We're talking about a guy who for the long time was considered the best support in the LCS. We're talking about a former world champion from back in 2017. We're talking about a long-standing top-tier player here in North American League of Legends. And the question on a lot of people's minds right now, is Core JJ back in peak form?
It's hard to say.
Stun?
I mean,
Stun?
Well, top side, Morgan.
Oh my god, that's gonna kill? Oh, what the fuck?
Flashes right back after him.
Oh,
Isles, you were talking about what happens if top lane blows up? What happens if there's a blunder? What happens if the explosion? If the Claymore's aimed the other way?
Holy moly, that was brutal. Morgan used exhaust so well. Exhaust theory. Exhaust theory.
This is absolutely disastrous for the game, I think. Oh, it's a complete aura farm as well. just
wow.
Whatsoever. I mean, Morgan has absolutely
exhaust wins games.
Not a free win per se yet.
Gekos. Okay, I'm gonna just be honest with you guys. Gekos completely fumbled that. He went too early. He used his Q out of the turrets instead of for damage and flashing out.
Is hyping you up while you're just silenced. He's
he's just locked in.
Yeah.
Oh boy, and now Quid ghosting down into the bottom lane.
Wait, he's dead, no?
Root? Trying to get the distance, but Quid has thrown the ward into the brush. The Rune Prison locks Cryo up, and Quid grabs another kill. Now it's both of the solo laners for TL on the board.
Yeah, they're really running away with this one. I think this was a really nice proactive move by Quid. It's not always easy to make a play pre-6's rise, but you can have these creative angles, particularly with the Ghost. And Master did a good job of blocking the Karma Q, but it just wasn't enough.
Aura farming.
We had the top lane dive.
Jose's missed every minion almost.
Core's form. So this kind of came from a discussion that I was having.
You think this is a 2-0 as well?
I feel like sometimes Core gets the benefit of like his reputation, right? And sometimes he's getting votes for All Pro and stuff. I had felt in the past where it's like, okay, he's not actually playing the absolute best, and maybe someone's getting snubbed, but it's kind of easy to vote for Core because he's been so good for so long. But then at MSI, I felt like he was smurfing at MSI. He seems to have brought that form back into the LCS and seems to be playing some of the best league he has in years. So kind of how do you see his current form now?
I think Core, even at MSI and even sometimes whether it be Scrims or LCS, whatever it might be, I think he's had some interesting draft races. I think typically he opts into playing some of these more losing matchups. This like Rel into Bard type thing. I think he's had a lot of favor on, and he played that at MSI, and I think that went horribly. But sometimes he's just good enough, I think, and him and LYON as a duo are good enough. In obviously this weaker competition in LCS at times, but he's been able to find success on gems like that. But honestly, I prefer him when he's playing these winning matchups or these even melee matchups, and I think that's where he really shines. And I don't know if I would say he's in peak form, because I don't just think the meta doesn't suit exactly what his strengths are. I don't think he's been able to shine necessarily in the way that he has in the past, but I definitely think he's an integral part of TL.
Nah, Core's playing pretty good right now. Peak form is kind of crazy to establish though, because there was a time where Core was just so far ahead of every other support in the league that it wasn't even close. Like when he joined, When he came straight from LCK,
Okay, so back in draft. Hold on,
oh
we'll
my
get to
God,
it in just a
Gakkos
moment,
has
'cause
flash.
Gakkos
He should be
might
okay.
be in some serious trouble here. Does get hit with the undertow, and with the rune prison locking
What?
him up, Gakkos may just drop dead. Quid with the flash over the wall.
Oh
and one more
no.
shot takes him out.
Should be
All right,
okay,
so
Kappa.
this
And then he
actually makes what
flashes
I was
super
going to
late.
say get even worse, 'cause back in the draft,
I thought he was going to flash the
you were
wall.
talking to us about win
Quad
conditions,
is
and we're
getting
gonna
ported
need
on by
another break
Rise.
before
What
we
the
get back to that
fuck?
conversation. True shot barrage even hits.
Wow,
They wanna make sure
TL
they
is
give the
making
kill over to Quid.
such
That's a
insane
3
plays,
and
man.
0
Quid is
rise,
everywhere.
not even 7
He's
minutes
fucking
into the
killing
game. The Team
bottom.
Liquid
He's killing
early
top.
game
He's
is just
porting on his own
smashing
laner
FlyQuest.
and
Quid is just
ganking him
farming
with core
freebies,
sandwiching
too.
him from
He
his own
goes
side.
spot, gets an easy kill there.
Jesus.
Kills off Gakkos and gets his flash. Then Rome warps back mid, gets a kill there too.
I think it's a
He's on
little bit
tier.
crazy
Like,
that
he
Quad
hasn't even
disrespected
started building anything yet, but this
for a
was
plate.
just
He
a pretty big
disrespected
overextension from Quad.
Rise
It feels
for a
like he
plate
wasn't
when he
thinking
knows
about
that
the
Rise
warp
is
at all.
in his own jungle,
Yeah, I
right?
mean,
Like
obviously Quid is
that
just
is
a worldwide.
just kind of a
He's
crazy
just
mistake by
simply
Quad.
running the world tour on the map. He's just killing every lane. He's also aura farming in the player cam. It's just another day in the life. This game is really blown out of control. I think TL's win cons have pretty much already all been met, and Fly is just on the receiving end of what they should be dishing out.
It's a bit tough for Gakkos too, because the 1v1 has gone.
Oh my
fine
God,
for him,
it's
and I feel
another
like in
tank
this
gen
matchup,
build.
Jack scales
It's
really,
another
really well,
tank
'cause you're playing
boots
against an auto attack
with
based champion,
Doran's
you just let
helm.
Counter-Strike run
Just
full,
a
and you get
just
a
a
lot of value
triple
with that,
condom
turns out,
build.
right? But
No
the
worries,
dive
we're
was
just gonna
horrible.
spend
Griffin reflashed back
1,600
into
gold
freebie in first
on
blood.
all
Then
tank
he gets killed by
stats.
the roaming mid laner. And all of a sudden, you're kind of in this position where it's like, okay, well, my first item's going to come in a lot slower. The matchup is now very tough. So if you're on the FlyQuest side, obviously TL's doing really well. If you're on the FlyQuest side, what are you looking at as the ways to come back, and what are you telling your team right now?
Might be silence in the comments right now.
It's a little toxic, guys.
No, honestly, it is really hard to find a way back into this game genuinely. Once Rise picks up these mercs in the situation, he's 3-0. He's already got a Ruby and a Dark Seal. He is just so hard to kill. You can see the Scatter the Weak damage barely takes like 100 HP off his character, and he really is the CEO of the map right now. He can move wherever he wants. And the good thing also about picking this Wukong versus Pantheon,
I mean, also when you get early kills on like a Roa champ, you're just like accelerating how fast they get the Roa.
for Pantheon to ever run away.
It sucks when you get when you allow the champs that kind of have a little bit of everything to get ahead, because here we go. Another bad.
Make a play happen down here in the bottom lane. Curtain call
Never mind. Shouldn't say it's bad. This looks very playable. Oh, LYON had to barrier early. They're so dead here. Stun.
Jose and Quid coming in to try to reinforce. Core JJ putting the tether onto Masu, wants to root him up and buy a little bit more time. Flashes away. Deadly Flourish.
Griffin's 1 HP here. Does he? Wow, Core walks out of this? Holy shit. And they just get walked down. I mean, to be honest, it's not particularly like the best play for Fly. They committed so much.
Quid and Jose were so far away, TL hasn't found anything back. Jose the
Oh,
still looking for a little
here we
bit more.
go. 1v1. Oh, he's so ready. Did he max E? Why does that shit do like 300 damage?
It's a true solo kill up in the top lane, and bottom still isn't done.
Damn, no wonder LCK fucking heavily prioritizes Olaf. They think this shit is broken, and it kind of is just broken. I want them to click on Morgan. Did he max his E? Just did so much damage there.
In the 4-man play from FlyQuest, and at the same time, Morgan makes it an even trade across
It's
the
an
map,
execute?
solo killing Gakkos.
Wait, I actually didn't know that.
Obviously, it was straight up
Olaf
solo,
is an
but also
execute?
that's the missing flash that Gakkos lost.
I just thought it did a flat amount of damage.
Still down that flash, and that allowed Morgan, even with the sidestep on the axe, to flash in and finish him off. So that was
Okay, I'm getting baited by one guy.
Shock Core lived, to be honest, when they had them corralled under there in the 4v2. I thought
I'm getting baited by one guy, and now you're making me second guess.
Yeah,
So I'm gonna have to
a really
just
good play from
get to the
FlyQuest.
bottom of
Obviously,
this.
when the enemy team is doing the grubs and they have this really strong top side that it's going to be hard to fight into, you're going to want to try
Olaf
and find that trade
E
angle.
is
But I'm honestly a bit
not an
surprised that
execute.
Quid let Syndra leave like this. I'm not sure if
It just does a
he
flat
was
amount of
scared
damage.
for some reason about dying to Pantheon ult if he tried to like cover bot, but letting Syndra get this free move all the way down to bot without even using her teleport. And
He
getting
did max his
behind
E
the bot
first,
lane
though, yeah.
seems like something's
He did
kinda
max
went
his E
wrong. I
first,
do
wow.
think that LYON and Core, I'm not sure if they could have done something better to clear the bot wave. Obviously, they're playing against Pantheon. They have, and the enemy team has long range engage. But this is the really obvious weak side timer, and I think.
Was wondering if he
honestly,
did.
This is kind of
Shit
a big
did
win for
giga
FlyQuest
damage.
at that point.
see there. Jose thinking about
TL's playing very fast and aggressive, though. Their plays are just working. Oh, I need to update stream title. Good call.
Going to pull the trigger on that one. Jose Otto flashing away from the curtain call shots, trying to escape here, but does get caught in the tempered fate. Jose, no flash available, defensive cyclone, trying to make a little bit of space, but no.
Oh, and as I was updating title, they caught Jose. He had flash and he died anyways? Damn, this is an interesting timing to die. They had a 2K lead. A lot of the lead is on top, so it's kind of fake in a sense. He just unlocked TP. If Jose hadn't died, he would have used his unlocked TP to just swing the streak.
Nice
But
snowballing time out from Griffin. This is the time, particularly when you play against Wukong as Pantheon, you always get that solid Sky before the Triforce if the game remains even, and you got it even further, like even earlier, because of this nice play that they made earlier. So a great snowball into that. They're fighting on their strong timer. They managed to get a pick, get the Wukong flash out, and the Cyclone, which is really, really big for their game. They still have the Grand Skyfall available, which will allow them some real map control right now, which is what they're going to be enjoying now.
I just feel like Olaf is going to be so tough to deal with, though. Olaf from behind is kind of very different champion from Olaf from ahead. And he did go Hexblade this game, but he already has Hexblade as well as the Tier 2 boots. And this is a team that is pretty reliant on CC for survivability on the FlyQuest side. It feels like Syndra and Jhin are going to have a really tough time.
Yeah, it's definitely going to be on Cryogen later to kind of set up these portals in a nice way. People do really love this Bard vs Olaf matchup for that reason, that you want to try and just reposition versus him. It really helps these immobile champions. But obviously, when you pick the Olaf in draft, then...
yeah, I'm not going to lie. I think...
like this, your plan is to go even, and the fact that he's 1.6k gold up...
I think we fucking lost if we're FlyQuest here, boys. Like, this Olaf is Thanos. And he just is going to run over all the champs on enemy team. I mean, you need some form of mobility to survive against Olaf, and I think Bard Portal, yes, it's very good, but you know, you get caught in a situation where Bard can't just instantly portal Jhin and Syndra away, and 2K ahead Olaf, he has pretty much the whole lead. Team is 1900 gold ahead, 2K gold ahead, and his individual lead is like 90% of that. So once he starts being a part of the play, then TL should be super advantaged. If you're FlyQuest, you're kind of relieved that all the lead is on Olaf because you can take fights away from him. You know, you can just try to take 4v4s, you can try to take mid-jungle 2v2s. It's almost like a little bit easier to deal with the Fed top laner just because they usually have to TP to be grouped for the fight. Gakkos is getting fucking smoked between turrets. Yeah, he's just dead. Here we go. Oh my god, he threw his lead too. Wait a sec, the game's so winnable for FlyQuest. That was a nice Bard ult to just Zhonya's his own mid laner.
So Morgan does get knocked down for the first time this game. Gakkos now 0-3 and 0 on his Jax as top laners are targeted on both sides of the ring.
Right, just smurf that though. I mean, obviously you can throw the ult right on top of Syndra and the Olaf because the Olaf is immune with the ult, and then he just kites out the Ragnarok, gets a stun.
Yeah,
right
Cryogen played that really so fucking nice, man.
I agree by the FlyQuest side. I do think as well, though, similar to the play that happened earlier when they had this bot cross map, I'm surprised that TL kind of...
oh my god, Jhin is going the Mosquito build. Ghostblade into Rapid Fire.
Was really, really strong this time with exhaust.
I struggle to, like... I usually like to see things from the pro player's POV, but like, what do people see in this build? Do they feel like I'm going to be playing a utility AD carry anyways, so my damage doesn't matter? Just need to be kind of like annoying with rapid fire autos and like high speed.
At least you can kind of say, all right, well, if Jack's,
you know, because I actually like cooked up, what if you just had like a shit ton of CDR on Jhin and you just played for maximum fucking like W's and E's? Safety, yeah, it makes you safe. It's true, it is good for just living.
Yeah, I mean, some strange things have definitely happened this game.
I think my counter argument to like it makes you very safe and like hard to run down is like, what's the point in staying alive if you're gonna lose the fight because you're not doing anything? But yeah, like I actually was thinking, man, maybe it would be possible if you could go like Lucidity and Essence Reaver and you would just have like a shit ton of haste
Yeah, we got a TP coming in. Griffin showing up here as well. Cryogen goes on Magical Journey to try to block off Quid's escape, but Quid immediately repositioning as Jose.
Oh my God, Jose's in.
From Jose's first cast of the Cyclone.
Hackermans, we're in. Gakkos is getting run down in top alcove. Yo, meet me in top alcove for makeout sesh.
And Team Liquid are getting their reps in. 0-4-0 on the Jax as FlyQuest now have to try to reposition down a man for the next 25 seconds. Rift Herald just slammed into the mid lane tier 1 turret as Morgan once more overextended. Has to try to use the flash.
Oh my goodness.
Away, turns it around, back at a cryo.
Oh my goodness, he almost turned it. Wait, stun? Into stun? Can they go?
Keep the rise away. Wants to step forward and block up Griffin. That's a one-way ticket to Rune Prison.
Does no damage to Quid.
Buried there. TL come out on top yet again.
Rise can just 1v2 mid jungle. Maybe this is the moment, boys. Rise gets 2 wins on the board because of Saint and Quid. Now he'll be 2-8 if they win this game.
I think this is exactly what you
and it looks like they're gonna win this one.
When you build these items on Rise, these enhanced Merc Threads, and you just have the extra sustainability and the Ghost to just stay inside.
What is Pickle Rise? Explain to me what is Pickle Rise.
You'll just be moving around the map and creating plays. So really nice job by Quid to bait the enemies into this overextension, and this is the TL win con to get
what is Pickle Rise?
To get these even fights going, and this is what FlyQuest has to avoid.
Yep, going to be able to be in a pretty good spot now here, TL, but they're looking for another potential dive. Everyone is moving up here. Jose's in the area, though, too.
Morgan has his Ragnarok available now. It was just barely not ready to go when FlyQuest first started making this move.
Oh, Olaf's going. Oh my God, Cryogen self-ult into die anyways. No!
Morgan picks up the kill out of the Tempered Fate. 10-4 now for Team Liquid. Isles, I feel like this is what you were talking about back in the draft. FlyQuest, they're a strong team. You never really know what to expect, but sometimes it's that foot on the gas pedal just feeling a little bit too heavy. They're always still looking to make something happen. And once again, it backfires as Team Liquid come out on top of the kills. They get something across the map. Core JJ going to get caught here with a deadly flourish. Core a little overconfident in his positioning there. Does get punished by Masu and Quad. That at least slows TL down a little.
Yeah, I mean,
yeah, they get something back. A little bit too much flexing from Core there.
These even numbered fights are just going to be difficult, and I think FlyQuest just pulled the trigger.
How much of TL's success is the fact that Morgan wins every single game by himself, though? Like, Morgan reminds me a little bit of Kana when I watch KC, where I'm just like so impressed by their just individual performance in lane and just. Yeah, like they're, you know, Morgan did get caught one time, bot, kind of died for free there. But like overall, I think Morgan is just so good with resources, without resources when he's getting ganked, for example, this game. He just is such a solid player, and it just feels like he's such a brick wall to lane against. Remember when Summit played in LCS and you just had this feeling that he was like this inevitable but highly mechanical like lane monster? Morgan is that, but like more refined because he doesn't have the same level of like throwing that Summit had. And just like really crazy shit.
It's not a great look for Gakkos. I've yet to see this Jax vs Olaf kind of big work. People do keep claiming that Olaf cannot be blind picked. But once again, Olaf has been blind picked. And once again, he's completely 1v9.
When did Summit 1G play? Wait, though they both play top.
Beginning to think maybe it's time to reconsider.
Oh, Masu might be cooked. Turn the corner there at a bad time. Yeah, he's so dead. All this peel doesn't matter at all. Oh, and Cryogen lives with 1. That's quite lucky for him. But the luckiest thing to happen for you is you just only lose one person.
Very, very scary stuff. Cryogen will
just feels like every play that TL makes is working. I love that TL makes those like little mini looks happen.
They get 1 or 2 kills, and they're strengthening their position in the game.
Like Masu just stepped up at a weird time. Like he should know that this could happen to him. Walking up on midwave right there was just absolutely insane. Oh my goodness.
So close to the kill on Cryogen there as well. That last Mystic shot chasing him through the magical journey, but couldn't quite catch up. All right, we're 5,000 gold ahead for Team Liquid. Half of that is on the Olaf. I feel
Pantheon looks OP here.
to try to find a fight.
I mean, Pantheon Syndra is good combo.
Yeah, Yeah,
I
it's gonna be
just
so difficult to do that right now.
feel
Because I don't
like
have the teleport, but
Jin
it really kind of is
has
that
been
stage of
so
the game
disappointing
where,
for
especially
me
with the Dragon
because
Queen
of how
on
people
it,
build
it's
him
kind of obvious
more than
where
anything
Earth needs to
else.
be. I don't think that FlyQuest really has some sort of threat.
You know, I just don't understand the builds. To me, it's just not adding up. But
take on the Baron, but it does demand an answer.
why don't it's like why don't you just play Caitlyn if you want to save for AD carry? W, nice. It's one shot on the core. They're getting something back. I mean, usually it's on core specifically, but okay. Flash through the portal. No overcommitment from TL. They don't want to take the portal through. It'd be just completely crazy for them to do. So they just trade. Hey, we're okay with the support dying here.
And steal away a quick kill without Team Liquid getting anything in response. Sadly, they can't take anything else off the map because
it's still 30 seconds on TL's third Drake. So I mean, if all you're gonna get is a support, you kind of need to overheat and just keep looking for more from FlyQuest, but I don't think they can.
Hozidioto being a menace in the jungle. Wukong and Olaf both love Cloud Soul, and if Soul Point for Team Liquid becomes reality for FlyQuest, this game
Morgan's walking in now with Sweeper. I mean, dude, even just this little micro decision from Morgan to... Oh, what?
Yeah, I mean, it's
a
gonna
little
be
bit
really
of a
hard to
failed
find
Pantalt there.
find a good fight here when TL all grouped up like this. Obviously
For Morgan to have Sweeper, because he knows he's going to like walk in and face check and then retake vision. It's so unplayable for FlyQuest because they just lost all their vision.
True Shot Barrage only tapping Griffin's health bar there. As Team Liquid
Oh my god, and another situation where Quad kind of just gets caught randomly. Oh, it's actually just wraps. This was a really ugly game from Quad. He had some very head-scratching deaths. That one, and his first death was just crazy. If you looked at the score, you'd think, wow, Quad was playing amazing. But then you look at like what actually happened in the game, and his two deaths were just so random. Like, he hit some nice stuns to get picks on core, but he was just dying to the most ridiculous angles. This one is just like, how are we there, you know?
They end up kind of smashing their faces into the wall on accident. Didn't get quite enough distance there on the Realm Warp, but it's TL going after the Baron after breaking open the enemy.
Oh wait, maybe FlyQuest can do a counter Drake on this Baron. Counter Drake, counter Drake, counter Drake.
Yeah, I mean, there's absolutely
enemy team's not going to be here in time.
I mean, it was going to be a super tall task, I think, to come up with any fight at the Drake, and I think TL were aware of that.
Counter Drake, counter Drake. You get objective bounty, you stall the soul. I think this is actually really big.
The ball is just in their court. There's just nothing that Fly can really do from this position.
Yeah, it's pretty well played by TL. I mean,
how much gold do they get for that on the objective bounty? 1,000 gold? And they get to steal away the Drake. I mean, that is huge. That is huge.
He gets insta-killed, and like that is basically the backbreaker, it feels like, at this point. So FlyQuest's going to keep trying.
They're not going to win, but like, dude, I think if they were going to come back, it would start with a counter Drake on Baron.
Yeah, these champions are just too
huge bounty to cut down the lead to 9K. Yeah, I know.
And the KO is always at the ready, so this battle shouldn't really amount to anything at all.
All right.
They're not going to make it out alive. Oh, whoa, whoa, whoa! Jose insta one shot. What? Oh, stun. Morgan.
But he does not have the Ragnarok any further. Quid decides to flash forward, makes it a double kill with a pick onto Cryogen. LYON scattered backwards, but there is no orb to guarantee the stun.
Can they end?
TL, they got a 2-for-1.
Can they end?
Lost Jose in the process, but considering FlyQuest is injured, they have
no,
to
they can't.
back on the fountain.
They're just going to double inhib.
They're going to use the opportunity, rotate everybody up to the top
It's a
lane.
Chris Paul objective bounty.
Right there before they make their exit. LYON gets away with the shift over the wall.
Oh.
Wall escapes that scatter the weak.
That's not me. That's YouTube, I swear.
Is going to
what the fuck?
Now it's 3 items back with his death cap. He is pretty
what
strong,
the fuck is going on? Why YouTube is just freaking out.
Yeah, it's super tough at this stage.
This is such a it's the heaven and hell solo laner performances for Quid and Gakkos this game. Quid is 7-0-5, just having himself borderline perfect Ryze game. He's been all over the map. He's been doing his job in the fights well. Gakkos 0.
Ryze is such a fascinating pick. On one hand, you have like Quid and Saint that make this champ look so OP, and on the other hand, you have you know, everyone else that makes this champ look so useless. And if you forget how good Ryze can be, then you're just like,
finals. Like,
you know, you're always going to be like thinking, why have people even play this shit?
Honestly,
But then,
I'm
you know, you
really
see
excited
games like
actually
this
to
and you're
have
just like,
people cheering
oh,
for me.
like only
Because
Rise
I've gone-
can be doing
I've
this.
gone overseas so far.
Only
We were
Rise.
in NA this year too, baby.
People always, when we were playing against H-League,
Omasu?
we made a good play, no one cared.
Yup, there you go. But now here we go with TL.
Oh my god. They just ported Olaf in there and just beat the shit out of them.
And everybody's looking at a
Holy
black and white
shit.
screen, except for Gakko's the 0-5 Jax, now tasked with the 1v5 here at the Nexus.
Is this just going to be the fastest day of LCS ever with just like two 2-0s?
They'll immediately move over
Possible.
to the second. They've got a 12,000 gold lead, 20-7, not even 27 minutes into the game. Team Liquid
Bro,
dominates
these
Fly
Rise
Fest in
ults
game one.
compared to the Rise ults we've seen
Thanks for
from
joining
Loki
us,
and
Alpha.
from
It was a lot of
others
fun.
Thank you so much for having
Looking
me.
forward to home
looks
ground.
crazy,
You
man.
guys
He
are gonna
just
play
ported the
TL there.
fucking
TL's looking
Thanos
pretty good.
Olaf
That's
into
gonna
the
be
back
exciting
line and he
matchup.
just
Excited.
ran them all
Definitely gonna win
down.
This game, and I think
It's crazy.
I think our form will only get better from here with Inspired probably coming back by then. Fingers crossed, of course. But yeah, I think TL looks great right now, and they look great in this game.
Awesome. Well, great job.
Isles, thank you so much for joining
We could have
us, chat.
LCS
Please show
over in
them
less
some
than 3
love,
hours
all
if this
y'all,
next
as
game's
we
a
head
stomp.
back to the
I'm
lounge
hoping
to
for
pick
game
their
3 to
thoughts
happen though.
heading into game 2.
Welcome back, yeah.
Yeah, that was awesome.
I just think the Quid is really good at Rise.
Yeah.
Honestly.
Team Liquid's looking pretty good at League of Legends.
Yeah, they
I
are.
think very agreeable statements.
But I am going to start with some Quid Rise, please, because I do really love how he gets involved so early on the Rise. And we're actually going to start here at about 3.5 minutes, where Core had previously, off of reset, headed up this way to help Morgan. Morgan actually ended up backing because Jack's back. So he ends up going mid to try to kind of harass Quad a bit. And what this ends up doing is it kind of chases Quad off. It allows Quid to clear this out a bit. And he is going to immediately ghost down to bot lane to get the kill once Core is back.
Isn't this fucking
So he ends
webcam
up
just
cleaning
comical?
up
Like,
this
you
kill
can only
onto
see the top half of
Cryogen.
Emily's face
Fast forward a bit
while she's going over the
to
replay.
About 6 minutes as TL are actually
What is
taking
this?
the Drake on the
Esports
top
chat,
side.
new tweet. What
And
is
again,
it?
watch the top
Spoon
because
review of
Quid is going
Game
to
2 Dig vs Lion. Spoon review. He's just flaming. He's just flaming Palafox here. Oh my god. Okay, guys, if Palafox has stun there, does that even kill? Does this even kill? Let's just see. No. No, I actually don't think it does. I actually don't think it does. But what I do think it is like he shouldn't even press his R. I mean, if we're gonna break this down from like an L perspective, like I know he didn't stun off the Nautilus hook, but like he shouldn't press any buttons on the Nautilus hook. Definitely not his R. He should just hold every single ability and wait, because Nocturne's not even in position to follow. Right, Nocturne's on fucking Raptors here. Oh my god, this spoon noise is triggering me, and it opens him up to get engaged on like this that he uses his Tibbers and stun offensively anyways. And then that's why they lose this fight. Yeah.
Look, I bring that up.
And something that I think Quid and Team Liquid do a really good job at is trying to find windows in which they can get moved.
Yeah.
And Quid has been doing a really good job of it. Like literally starting off the split off his lock play, where he's like finding a TP play out top lane, goes there, is able to find roam's bot. This timing the roam that he got on bot lane to get the kill on towards Bard. He lost the wave, but he does not care. Like, he literally just doesn't care. Like, the opportunity cost is there, and he's always going to be successful in that one. So, like, I think it's been great there, and also big.
I think they can kill on the top dive.
Buried there. TL come out on top.
I think the number one most important thing on these dives is that you make sure that it's a kill, and I'm going to show you guys where I think things went obviously wrong. Okay?
Because more is Core J.
Okay, so first thing in my opinion that sort of like could have gone a lot better is like just doing a full send means...
It's hard to say, I think.
I think Gakkos shouldn't play this to live. It would be nice if he lived, but I think he should just use his Q to do damage and then try to flash away. Like, I think that Gakkos kind of freaked out at this exact moment, but if he gets like one more Q, one more auto off, but like look what he does, right? Look what he does. Instead of flashing at last second, he's already queued back. That's like minus, I don't know how much damage that is. It's probably like 60 or 70 damage, and then he misses an auto, and that actually is the difference maker if you look at this, right? It's literally the difference maker of killing him is if you can get Q auto off, and then try to flash out last second, but then, you know. Oh, wow. Griffin missing that Q flash is heartbreaking too.
Heats up and Griffin nearly dies. He tries to flash back in.
Jeez. So yeah, I mean, it sucks, but I do think it's kind of on Gakkos for not being committed enough to getting the kill.
Has a really good like view of how to play the game, and I think based off this one more game, maybe we extend it to 2029. maybe go a little farther than that.
Griffin missing the Q loss again. It was important that he hits the Q flash at the end. Yes, I agree.
How they're like, oh, okay, we're just firing on all cylinders. We went to Korea. We don't know how we figured it out, but we figured it out. One of those huge changes was Morgan just looking so much more comfortable.
I think priority number one in that dive is to make sure you actually kill the Olaf. It's all very split-second decisions, but you just have to make sure that the play works. Getting first blood, getting assists, you know, it is a big old swing for you if you get the kill.
They're looking really good.
Pretty good.
Also, you out there, don't miss any LCS action when you get your favorite foods delivered on Uber Eats for less gold. And before we head to break, we have a quick tease of the latest episode of Are You Smarter Than with FlyQuest. This one gets a little goofy. It drops on Tuesday on the LCS YouTube channel. Check out the preview.
LEC usually finishes right as LCS starts, but it was 2-2-0 stomps between Heretics and G2 and KC versus Fnatic, and there was a wait before LCS started. Yeah, that makes sense. Sometimes LEC takes so long that it like bleeds into LCS, and then like the broadcast for LCS gets delayed because LEC is still happening. I don't understand how pros just miss these plays, like missing the timing on Zhonya's. Comp's too distracting. How do you... What did Ninjas tweet about, like, how do NFL kickers just miss kicks? It's given that. How do kickers miss field goals? Yeah. It's, you know, it's not easy. That's why. Even though it's static, it's not easy. Will you ever do more collabs with Peanut? Yeah, I would love to. I haven't messaged him since I got back from my trip, but I saw that he was like on a Tarkov vendor. And I don't play Tarkov, but I loved playing with Peanut, man. I genuinely fucking like adore Peanut. Him and his community both are just been like such a blessing this year. You know, whenever we play games together, it's an absolute blast. I'm looking forward to the next time we can do something together. I should probably send him a message and just be like, yo, I'm back, and I saw you're playing Tarkov. Hope you have fun. Something like that. Gage. He can teach me Tarkov. Dude, I wouldn't wish someone to play Tarkov with me on my worst enemy, let alone someone who I view as a friend. Also, I mean, like, I don't even think I would really like Tarkov that much. I mean, it looks interesting and it looks really deep and fucking cool, but yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I would like it, to be honest. I've never really given it a real shot, though. But I mean, regardless, like I think playing Tarkov would probably kill my stream. Probably. You know, probably. I'm having a lot of fun playing League recently as well, and I have a tournament. I have the Twitch Rivals League tourney coming up in 4 days. Gonna practice with Cutie Pie, Lily Pichu, Emily Wang, Muramina. After that, maybe, you know, instead of playing League Classic, I'll play a bit of Tarkov with the boys. I don't know.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the LCS. It is time for our last series of the weekend. Well, it's been time for the last series of the weekend.
Still time.
If you blinked, you might have missed the first one because honestly, it was a pretty fast.
Need a Saturday party game sesh? I was doing that. Before I went to Korea, I was doing like 1, sometimes 2 days a week. It was usually like, yeah, Fridays and Saturdays where I would just play, you know, variety games with Peanut. Oh shit, I pressed F1 on accident. Sorry. Sorry, boys.
The game at all did not impact things. Meanwhile, Quid's rise in the mid lane for TL was, what's that?
He impacted some things.
Okay, he impacted the amount of gold in the enemy team's wallet. However,
boom, impact.
Was, no, he's not in this game. But we did have a huge performance
What are you, me?
on the rise from Quid. He's smurfing in that first game. He was collecting kills all over the place.
People that Gakko's impacted.
Getting lots of free money. Some of that top side, some of that mid. Honestly, it was just a really good performance from
Morgan villain arc.
And I like what Isles was talking about.
Well, they've been Shiv because Griffin's been playing a lot of Shiv.
They make exciting plays. They're a fun team
Especially
to
into
watch,
Zen, he's
but
been
they
playing
don't
this.
know when to call it off. We saw that a few different times in game number 1 after they fell behind.
Is Morgan the best top laner in NA? I would say so. I would say between him and Dokla. Different reasons. Morgan, immaculate laning. Dokla, amazing all-arounder and team fighter. Not that Morgan's a slouch in fights either, but I think that's where Dokla really shines. Just feels very coordinated with the team. He buys a lot of space.
With the Lee Sin and the Nocturne. Now remember, the Jarvan was their third one in the first half in game number 1. That is another big Jose Diodo champ. Does FlyQuest want to take that off the table here, or will they allow it to go into Jose's hands?
Okay, so going to ban out Yone. So interesting. We'll see. You know, if Jose is even going to go towards it. Of course, like I said last time, you know, even with the 5 AD jungle bans, there's just so many early on in Fearless. That's not really a concern. You know, when you get deep, especially a best of 5 Fearless, then it becomes more of an issue. But Jose is a really big playmaker. This guy is a menace. And like Isles was saying, I think he is kind of the surprise star of TL coming into this year.
Oh my god, Tofu, do you want attention?
It's
not a good time for me to give you attention. It's Champ Select right now. Lucian Milio 1-2.
Is he really going to perform that well? Especially when
I think Caitlyn into this is a bait. You can just, I think you just have to play Victor ADC.
Really well at MSI, and he has continued that run of play here in Split 3.
Yeah, I think a lot of it probably comes from Jose's very short stint on FlyQuest back originally a couple of years
I mean, to me, Lucian doesn't have a lot of good answers. It's just like
okay, so this guy
Victor, maybe Ezreal.
In the LLA scene, he comes to NA. He didn't do anything super impressive. Why are we going to be excited?
They're going Lunar Lulu. I don't like this. I don't like it. I don't like it. But I mean, okay. Let's just see what happens. It's gonna be Milio 100%, surely. Maybe we'll see a Nami though. Maybe. No, I don't think any of these Lulu lanes have seen success. I don't think Cog. I don't think Yunara. I don't think Aphelios. None of these Lulu lanes have looked good. Oh yeah, he did pivot to Nami. He did pivot.
We're not going to be really doing much interacting. We're just going to be playing to scale. We're going to be playing to be stronger in those team fights. Instead, they're going to pivot to Nami potentially. So Nami gets locked in, and that is more about that kind of 2v2 power because Nami does have a better matchup into Lulu. Milio is much more about denial of engage, but of course this 2v2, they're not engaging on you, right?
You can do this because you have a lot more kill pressure in the 2v2 with Nami.
So, Nami is more of, you know,
it's way more aggressive
than it is about the 5v5, and we'll see if they can kind of be able to get an edge there. But I like the adaptation, and at the same time, Yes, you have Jarvan, which is comfort for Jose, which is going to give him the ability to get active early here. But Yunara can deal with the Cataclysm fairly easily. And Griffin does have Vi available as another strong AD jungler. That's going to be his choice if he grabs that. And I always think of Yunara as one of those champions that does answer Jarvan quite well, because obviously you hit the ultimate,
Lulu Vi.
pop out of the Cataclysm. Like, you have ways to deal with that engage.
Yeah, I want to see how often targets are going to be selected towards that bottom lane here for Jose Diodo. Lulu can get trapped in the cage at any given time, and at least forcing the ulti out of Yunara. Yunara needs that ult to really be effective, right? Like any transformation ulti character, if you think of things like Twitch, like Yunara, anything that has to have that extra power, yeah, it relies on it. FlyQuest for Griffin, though, going to go ahead. We've got some pretty standard early power junglers here with the Jarvan versus the Vi, both very capable of making those early ganks pre-6, as well as having a big power spike once the ulti unlocks.
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, Vi just really strong pre-6, like you said, and then
wouldn't be surprised if they went to Leah here. FlyQuest will have a very
get involved in these fights that relies on mobility, on dodging
like
skill
sort
shots
of
with the dash.
Wombo-esque
team
comp.
Again,
TL's going to be like more fluid, way more mobile. FlyQuest is going to maybe play like a combo. Cassio's banned, so the next best combo with Vi is Talia. I would just ban it if I was TL. I think Talia opens the game up too much to, you know, possible roam on bot, denying your snowball with Lucian. Talia Vi is a pretty amazing mid jungle combo, just even just for killing mid, but particularly for like making plays. And yeah, I guess last they could go Ahri. I just don't know if Quad plays much Ahri. He plays a lot of Talia though.
Continue targeting that top lane pool. We'll have to see. The Vayne just feels like it's become such a standard top lane counter answer these days that you just see it banned away so frequently. Rumble going to be banned out beside it. So yes, it is another top laner. This one being one of those more just universal, if they want to lock it in here.
I think Fly should look to Leo, maybe Victor. Both of them great, and then TL should look for damage. Damage mid and top. Oh, blind Gnar. He's going to go Ambessa 100%. If Morgan's Korean, which last I checked, yeah, he's Korean. Still Korean. Not a lick of English from this guy. He's going Ambessa. Might go Swain. Might go Swain, actually. That's also Zaya's special to go Swain into... No, Swain into Jace, not Swain into Gnar.
But we'll see. You know, there are things like ADTF. There are things like Tristana and Corki.
Yasuo.
Yasuo as well. There's Aurelia. I mean, there's a lot of answers to Gnar.
He's not going to play Yasuo Aurelia.
There's that possibility, but I feel like Morgan's just going to go standard, something like Ambessa or a tank or something.
There it is. Sure enough, Ambessa locked in 2-6. So far in LCS summer, kind of some
if you're good, you can play Ambessa into Gnar and be more useful.
Oh, true.
And I think Morgan is good.
Kind of what it comes down to.
He is a pretty damn sexy beast.
Or is it a problem?
I'm kind of curious what we go here. Oh, more dive. Full dive comp.
Oh boy,
Akali blind. I think, dude, Victor or Talia both are fucking insane here. We have, dude, yes. Oh my God. Wait, Silas is a great pick because Lulu, Vi, Gnar, all amazing ults. But again, this is just a prime Talia angle because we have look what we got. 4 fucking dashes. 4 fucking dashes. And we have Vi, Talia. This is just headshot. Headshot right here, bro. Please open your eyes.
Okay, fair enough.
It's literally just a Thanos pick. Okay, I actually like FlyQuest draft a lot. I like how they closed it. I like the tools that they have. The question is if Gakkos is going to be able to live, you know, this match. It's not even like living this matchup. It's more like I think Ambessa loses early. And it's a kind of a coin flip on who's more useful later. If Ambessa's really good, Ambessa's very broken in teamfights, but this is a good team comp into Ambessa. Just enjoy and dashing through those rocks, man. I think this game's going game 3. If FlyQuest can play well, I'm rooting for them to just have a good game. We can see a third game here. Ren Stew, boys. We need game 3. Am I right? Am I right, Chad?
If you think she's trying to shove and make a roam down the bottom lane or whatever, along those lines, right? I also
All this analyzing to watch Griffin die Raptors level 1? Nah, surely he won't. Have you seen Shiden's Ambessa? He's unplayable. That's a full lethality Ambessa jungle, though. Different than top.
Something with some real brick and mortar
Much
to
different than top.
I love that when Gnar is locked in as one.
Okay, I'm gonna do the Cage. I'm gonna play as Shadow Levy by.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's some brick and mortar.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just getting on the same page.
And that's even on the other side there. So you're going to have Cataclysms in the team fights. You're going to have Weaver's Walls in the team fights.
You can use their walls.
There's a lot more crap to throw people into. It's going to get WWE in here if the Gnar has his way. And honestly, that's a great shot for Gakgos to redeem himself after a very lackluster game 1.
Yeah, I mean, it's true on that side, but it's also true on the other side, right? Because the Silas can steal the Gnarl and use your terrain.
Oh,
and we're getting spicy at level 1
whiffed
down
those.
here, 3v3.
Yeah, Core JJ has already flashed away. No summoners were used otherwise except for that Nami flash. So nice little early dub there for FlyQuest.
Ooh, look at where Jose is. Jose's going to be in the side brush and maybe try to get some harass down. No, he just decides to back off from the Talia. I thought he was going to just try to get some.
Jose start Raptors.
By, but of course
Griffin start red.
So would be pretty costly if you went.
Sometimes starting Raptors on Jarvan can be a curse because you can get your Raptors stolen on the respawn if you spend too much time doing something other than farming.
To be able to play for side lane control, because when you are in these Enchanter versus Enchanter matchups, it is actually such a big deal to be able to have that vision in the side brush. And as a result, TL do have double wards, but FlyQuest with that flash advantage, they do trade out the heal and the barrier, and they get the push.
All right.
Oh my God, LYON has first strike and Scorch. I hate that.
Also talking about how he thinks that Masu is one of the best performers on FlyQuest when he can play from an advantage, when he can play from a position of strength. The team can look really good.
I do not like that one bit. I think press the attack is a must-have on Lucian.
We'll see if Team Liquid can get a punish as Jose hits level 3 after clearing out his cross.
Okay, could be an early gank from Jose. Look at him. Early ward from FlyQuest spots it out, but now he's just going to pivot into an invade, I think. Wait, what? Why did he do that? Oh my God, Masu, you fucking crazy person. Just flash the damn EQ, dude.
Protect them because Jose and LYON are ready to go bloodthirsty there for the first blood.
Oh my God. I'm
I'm
sorry, I had to yawn in the middle of that play. That made it seem kind of boring, but just flash the EQ. He tried to fancy feet sidestep, he just gets walked down.
It made Masu and Cryogen stay around long enough that Jose can look for this gank. And honestly, I don't know.
Yeah, he didn't even land. He did something worse than getting hit by EQ. He stepped back and just let Jarvan auto attack him to death.
Moving up and flash. Because that step back closes the gap between him and LYON and Core JJ.
I had to yawn. Oh, that was unintentional, boys. That was
unintentional. In a situation
unintentional.
like that, it is always a tough call because you're like, oh, I can just dodge this. But when Jose flag and drags slightly above you there, it pushes you into the DPS of the Lucian and the Nami. And if he just flashes, even if Jose flash follows, I don't think that LYON and
Masu would never die there if he just walked and flashed.
Correct decision, right? Even if your opponent makes the call to outplay you, it's still putting him in a more compromised spot.
That's why ability placement is actually so important in League of Legends, right? It's so much about this. And Masu trying to hold the wave off the tower. We know that Griffin is behind them, but not really an angle to do anything here. Griffin's still staying around, though. He's spending a lot of time on this.
Yeah, if this doesn't pay off, it's going to be pretty costly, I would assume, for Griffin.
Oh.
And LYON just
oh, it's ugly. Oh, it's ugly. Oh, it's ugly.
No summoner spells had to be spent on that one as Quad tries to escape. Hosdioto's pathing towards him over here in mid. So yeah,
Griffin just gets nothing done because FlyQuest managed to die in that situation.
I'm going to be honest, I feel like when Masu is
it's over now. They're going to get dove.
Into that wave and holding that,
Masu has no flash. Right? He tried to get off the turret. Cryogen's just getting walked down, though. Oh my God, he's dead. Is he? Oh my God, they flexed the shit out of that play. Great punish. Wow. Incredible. Incredible fucking sequence by Fly to get a kill out of that sequence. And TL doesn't even really get a wave crash on turret, I don't think.
Obviously, the untold story there off camera. Masu loses another wave to the tower. And Masu
oh, he did lose a wave on turret.
And when the wave crashes on the tower, the wave pushes away from you generally. So we'll see how those minions do kind of equalize down in bot side. And you know, if it does end up being bad for Masu, because Masu, of course, is down both sums. LYON has his barrier back, and the wave is going to be pushing to TL as expected. So TL is going to be still, you know, it's going to be beneficial for the bot lane 2v2 that play, even though Griffin did get a kill.
Back up in top side, let's check in on our Morgan versus Gakkos head-to-head, because remember, it was pretty close for the first couple of minutes. In
oh
the
shit, Gakkos is losing
going
early.
Sideways that kind of set Morgan ahead. But even
how good is Morgan that he's winning this? The left shoot is unusual, yeah. Oh my god, Gakkos.
And now Morgan's going in looking for the solo kill, and right as soon as I
oh
start
my
talking
god,
about
Gakkos, no.
sailing,
El who paused.
it's Morgan who skews it in his favor.
Oh,
again.
Morgan.
Yeah,
not a
tough.
lick
that
of
one is
English.
A bit of greed from Gakkos gets him killed. So Gakkos was very close to level 6, and maybe during this pause we can actually.
It wouldn't even matter if he was 6 or not, because he's not close to Mega. Just the level up won't change anything. Mininar, oh my god, he got hit by a dry Ambessar, yeah. But he doesn't have boots either. He just needs to react with E.
Moments where you just need to accept that you're going to have to lose a couple minions, because if you get hit by the public execution in Mininar, you're down a level, you are in big trouble. And in that moment, he kind of just overstays a little bit, walks up when he could have just allowed the wave to come towards him.
Chrono Punit.
Well, that was certainly a blunder. You know what else is a blunder, Isaac? When Griffin spills Red Bull on his computer or keyboard or something, which is why we're currently.
No way. That's why.
So
that's why we're paused.
That was safe for air.
Let me just break down what happened. Even like. It's really great that Morgan's looking, because it's like all risk and no it's no risk and all reward, but I think it's pretty amazing that he's using the timing Gakkos is going for this max range Q. Like he knows Gakkos, like just follow where Gakkos' mouse is probably. Gakkos is clicking down, Gakkos clicking down. Now Gakkos is clicking on this minion to get a max range Q off. And at this exact moment that he's saying this max range Q, he goes for E. Now if Gakkos has extremely fast reactions here, or if he just knows that this is coming, what he can do is go for Q and flick his mouse to be ready to E, right? So he hits his Q, now he flicks his mouse up or down and is just ready to react to Ambessar with his E. Instead, he tries to walk it off, and I think that's the problem. He tries to dodge the Ambessar with just movement, and it's a little bit greedy. It's just unnecessary to try to do that when you can just guarantee that you're going to dodge it if you just flick and react with E. So that's what gets him killed. Unlucky. So I think both players, like I see what happened and I follow why Gakkos did what he did, but next time he just needs to read the situation a little differently. He did walk the wrong direction, but it's really hard to react to what side you need to go towards. You have a microsecond, and you're not going to change directions mid Ambessar.
And the big winners so far in this game are LYON and Morgan with those 2 kills, as LYON and Core JJ's pressure in the bottom lane with the Lucian Nami remains ever present. LYON, of course, one of our players who does have the Lucian thumbs up. He's got the check in the box. There's a lot of players historically in North America that are not allowed to play Lucian. LYON is one of the ones that has earned the right.
Yep, he's got his Lucian card for sure. He's locked and loaded. He's a carrying Lucian card member, and is a very good Lucian player. But definitely unfortunate on the top side for Gakkos after how last game went. Was a bit of a silly death, and you know, if you're going to greed for that XP and you see the public execution was coming in, got to flash it, but not only
FlyQuest fell off ever since the co-streamers video, for real.
So it's kind of egg on your face in both ways,
you're
right?
so ill.
You died, you lost your flash, and it was very avoidable. You know, when the wave isn't frozen, sometimes you just got to take your L and lose a few minions and wait for it to come to you.
And I feel like in League of Legends, even if it's just, you know, playing your own ladder games in solo queue, that's one of the most frustrating feelings in a game where right afterwards you realize, like, I could have flashed beforehand. Yeah, it sucks to lose flash, but I would have been alive. I probably would have even had most of my health bar still intact. I used the spell anyway because I was getting too confident in my own abilities, and now it's a real punish, and now the whole game feels so much worse.
And that's the tough thing about League of Legends in general, right, is that League of Legends is a snowbally game. It is is not something where you're like, okay, it's fine, I'll just do the same thing next time. Because next time the person has more gold, and sometimes even if you play the fight just as well, you just lose, right?
Yeah, it's like, okay, he's got extra longsword now, so I guess I don't win.
Yeah, so it does get very tough. Morgan has opened up a nearly 700 gold lead.
Wow, Masu very early barrier there. Jeez.
Contract, by the way, till I think
I think what sucks about this matchup too, Yunar Lulu, is they maybe kill. It's kill, no? Oh, it's not. It's not kill. Looks fucking tough. It's tough. Masu just can't breathe.
Level 6 here on the Jarvan. LYON very close to level 6 on his Lucian, so the calling could also be a factor here soon. LYON is going to
oh my god, it's so fucking brutal for Masu.
Further slow down their ability to get back into lane. Core JJ still helping Jose.
Oh my god, I'm cringing to death. I am.
Not jump in underneath the turret range.
To death, I am cringing.
Griffin is also walking.
Get that wave, Mr. Quad. Get it. Okay, he's just helping him at this point. Just get the wave.
Almost at the level 6 marker for Quad gets caught in the bubble now. The Aqua Prison throwing him up into the air. Griffin is
but now they're still in a bad situation. Like even though Masu got like 3 minions there, they're still in a horrible situation. They're trying to force.
Griffin leading the charge. He's got the ulti here. Five tries to go in, wants to target LYON.
Wait, that's a kill? Wait, Jose's throwing?
Trying to get away now, pathing up towards the enemy jungle.
Wait.
Griffin's ready to chase him down. Griffin grabs another one. FlyQuest 2 for 0 here so far, but Quid has made his way into
the fight. He got stunned on the rocks last second.
Gets one back for TL. Game tied 3-3. Quid still trying to escape.
No, Griffin, no. Oh my god, you're so crazy. That was a freaking wild Q in the turret. It was wild. Holy.
Quid right behind him.
Okay.
Gonna hit the target, but the Aqua Prison does.
He does get the kill at least.
And that's another kill back over to Quid. I feel like I've been talking for 2 minutes straight, but as the dust settles, we went from a 2-1 game to a 4-3
Core's gonna cancel here.
So
he is going to cancel. Masu dies. No way. Oh my god, this is such a crazy game, and Core dies for it too. Quad respawned and walked through bot. He didn't even go back to his wave. Holy shit, it's the infinite roam hack.
Both begins and ends with those interrupted recalls.
Yo, dude, TL just won't let him recall. Dude, show him some mercy. Come on, let him recall, dude.
Masu and Cryogen have been doing fine in the 2v2, but the level 3 gank that gets them.
This is just insanity, bro. They just won't let FlyQuest go back home.
And on a timing,
fucking Odysseus over here.
Decent recall. They wouldn't even lose that much. Multiple times, they're just watching everything.
Yeah, I think LYON might have had flash for the Vial and been able to flash Vi a little deeper, which could have changed the whole fight right there.
And even with FlyQuest calling down multiple members to try to fix the issue, the damage has already been done because you can't get those minions back.
Yeah, this is a 1,500 gold lead for Team Liquid with only the 1 kill advantage. Means those gold advantages have to come from somewhere, and a lot of it is out of Masu's farming. The Yunara,
I mean, Yunara did catch up quite a bit here. Oh, wow, that was a lot of damage.
Sure every time he steps up to the wave, he regrets the decision.
Masu no way home. He did get to go home. Core took him back home.
Entire level down in both support, basically, and AD carry, right?
Jesus.
So, it is both the...
Oh, he didn't have flash for the Vi ult, huh? Okay.
Stats that you have from being up all that experience. So this is a really rough position now for FlyQuest, and they have got to play so safe because they know that Jose could be there.
And it's only going to get worse because look at YON's inventory.
Dude, these range matchups are so snowbally.
That confidence, that extra pressure from LYON allowing him to...
I was really hoping that FlyQuest might do something, but they're getting outplayed so hard top and bot.
At our general map state here, 11.5 minutes in. It's 2 grubs to 1 for the side of Team Liquid, so no full-on grub state favoring one team or the other. First Drake of the game still hasn't been taken, 11.5 minutes in.
Oh, Masu's just walking into these Q timings, and now look, FlyQuest is looking. TL is looking for the dive. They are looking.
about 60% HP on the Sylas. Did have the
Would just ulti himself.
growth. Timer was about to run out, so he just pops it on himself.
I feel like Yunara actually fucking sucks. Double turret shot. Cancel recall again? What is happening? Yo, Quad needs to early TP. He needs to early ult. He needs to early ult. He needs to be here right now, right now, right now. Oh, okay, never mind. MVS is here too. Oh, is it? Is it fried? Quad's dead. Griffin's dead. Everyone's dead. Oh my goodness. Gakkos is going to get dove too? Because he TP'd a little bit late? No, Gakkos is on turret by himself. What are you going to do to me? I'm just a hungry little dinosaur on the turret. Oh, oh, oh. Oh, wow, that was... I'm not going to lie. Gakkos would... That's when you just tell everyone, guys, I'm so ugly. I am so ugly. Figuratively speaking, of course.
I mean, this is just
that actually sounded
man.
terrible
This
what I
is just
said.
an everything gap.
You know what I mean, though? Like, it's just, oh.
I think we're going to watch him die again.
Yeah, that one was certainly a
Damn.
little bit silly. Masu, all game long, they have said, let's get Yunara. And then he steps up forward right when he thinks they're going to change
I don't feel so good, Mr.
Krabs.
Krabs.
Yeah,
this is looking like me on the Yunara right now, where I'm just chain dying to every play.
You are just getting camped to high heavens, man.
Yeah.
You know, your top laner.
Well, yeah, I mean, he is getting camped. It's true. I mean, we are looking at the two most camped players in North America, Doublelift and Masu. As we all know that I am a magnet for level 2 and level 3 ganks. The enemy jungler literally can't resist the juicy treat bot lane. Damn, Crygen didn't protect Masu there very much on turret, but yeah, it's hard. It's a toughie.
So much later than Morgan's, and not able to really get anything done.
Oh my god, beauty. Beauty. Largo flash.
Beauty. Exactly. I agree. That was some beautiful sequencing there from Team Liquid to get what they came for. And here you can see a performance between spring and summer by Team Liquid's AD carry YON as TL again.
Oh, Quad almost stole that with his last rock.
But last year, when TL was doing poorly, it was always kind of like, yeah, TL's not looking that good, but YON though. But what if YON carries? But what if YON pops off? Because he had been playing so well. And then this team was kind of rebuilt around him, and he just has not really performed very well so far this year. Even at MSI, when I think back to these great moments against T1 where they were almost winning, I think of YON kind of falling short in the team fights, not playing to the level that we have come to expect of him. But that has not been true so far this summer. He has been looking excellent.
Oh,
that's a big reason why they're in conversation.
No buffer.
But right now it's Quid who's in danger. Griffin leads the charge. The flick
oh my God! Griffin makes the super play happen.
Griffin's ready to follow the
Whoa,
TL mid lane when they get their pick.
Oh my God! Double bubble.
Through the unraveled earth and another beautiful off the prison coming in from CoreJJ to turn the play. He finds two suspended in midair. A double kill back over to YON as he takes out Masu. And even when
CoreJJ hits the double bubble,
Team Liquid simply finds something better. FlyQuest, they need to go get an X-ray, man. There's lead in their foot. They can't take it off the gas pedal.
Yeah, it's looking really, really tough. And I mean, it's hard to blame when they're this far behind. You got to just kind of send it. Griffin is the only strong one on their team, and he did, going into that fight, have something like a 1.3K gold lead over Jose. But the problem is everyone else on TL is that much ahead or even further ahead. So they have completely lost control over this one. This one is looking like another
Masu, please don't walk up to this guy.
I think people were very excited.
He will do very bad things to you. Very, very bad. You don't want this. He's 5 levels behind.
From even Thinkart himself, he told me straight up that they would be going to Worlds, but we saw them against LYON.
What the hell? Guys, my phone just started playing Spotify. I'm scared. Someone hold me. Am I going to be assassinated by Grok?
Top 3 team.
Gemini's coming for me.
Is looking a little bit more spooky for FlyQuest fans for sure. I mean, those are only 2 teams. There is a 3rd slot, but
I was like, what does that sound? It was my fucking phone. It just started playing Spotify, man.
Everyone else in the league, you cannot falter at all.
Dude, LYON has such an OG build. Essence Reaver into Serrated Dirk Rapid Fire. This is so OG. I'm getting chills. I'm getting McChills.
Team Liquid and like LYON. And you're talking about, Griffin's the one with a individual advantage, with a role advantage over his opponent, right? But the sad part is, it's Jarvan versus Vi. Both of these champions, they're monkeys in rocket ships headed for the moon. You're not going to land that rocket ship. You go in and die, and then the rest of your team mops everything up. You don't want that to be your one point of strength. It's not going to win you a team fight, and that means that Team
My
Liquid
girlfriend asked if I wanted to be
can
pegged. What should I say? Well, FlyQuest is getting pegged right now in front of like 20K viewers, so I don't think there's any shame in getting pegged.
This is just Team Liquid controlling the entire rift.
All right, gut check. Does Masu have more or less gold than
I think you just
less.
All right, let's
say go ahead.
Checking in. Survey says
Right this way.
No, he's 500 ahead. It's a
This is so brutal to watch. Oh my god! Ever since Masu outplayed himself on the gank.
All that needs to be said.
And that's exactly how I would describe it too. He actually just outplayed himself. He's like, I'm going to sidestep this Jarvan EQ and dodge the EQ and not get knocked up. And he's like tapping forward like, genius, genius. And then, you know, it's like Jarvan just starts auto-attacking him to death. He's like, maybe stepping back towards enemy bot lane wasn't the brightest move.
Looking to snowball here, and I think he has everything he could possibly need to do that.
I think Core JJ might have more damage against champions at this point in the game.
We can look. We have the technology.
Why is my chat experts on pegging, by the way?
He does.
Is this a community? Oh, -1 Masu. No.
The prediction.
Yes, sir.
I got it. Let's go.
Masu. I gotta say, Masu has amazing laning.
Like this guy is smurfing Masu's damage. Let's go.
And if he can clean up the -1s, he might win Worlds. No, he just needs to. I don't know. It's the random deaths. The random deaths get you every time.
Everybody here hanging out right now, just looking to make sure that nobody stops them on the FlyQuest side, so they'll force that objective down.
Raffanello, thank you for the 5 gifted, sir.
I feel like the most grim part of the damage rankings there was the fact that Gakkos was below both the supports in a range versus melee matchup. So that's a bit of a tough one, right? He's had a tough time. You know, Masu and Cryogen have been outplayed by Core and LYON, but at least they have the cope of like, it was team gap. Everyone's down here. We got chain camps. But Gakkos does not have that same fallback here, and the entire map has fallen apart.
Aww. I mean, I feel bad for Gakkos a little bit, no? First game, he plays Jax into Olaf, and he just outplays himself on the dive by jumping away from a 1 HP Olaf. And then this game, it's like the last game he had counter pick, and he got to lock in last pick, like 5P Jax into blind pick Olaf. He got to play Jax with Ignites. The casters are talking about how this is a good matchup for Jax. Fumbles it. And then this game, he blind picks, and then he gets counter picked, and he just gets absolutely fisted. And so, you know, this is just, it's brutal because I had high hopes of Gakkos, and I still do. I still think that he could be really great, but he's just against Morgan, who's kind of a brick wall. Morgan is so solid. He's so good.
And this series has been a stomp.
Very Korean.
Been a pretty good rivalry.
Is Jungler into him in game 1? No. I mean, yes, I think that Griffin made a mistake by missing the Q flash, but I think it was a couple things that went wrong. Is Serpent's Fang Lucian worth here? I mean, LYON could break every single conceivable 80 carry build sin, and it probably wouldn't matter because he's just 4K ahead, and he's just Jeff Bezos. Look at him. Look at him Bezos it up. Rapid Fire Lucian. Like, we're back on Rapid Fire Lucian in the year of our Lord 2026. I never thought I'd see it again when everyone's just going going. Everyone's just going Navori. He's just back on that. Like, this is like some OG shit. First strike, rapid fire Lucian, money printer.
It seems like Team Liquid are locked in, and FlyQuest is just not on a comparable level right now. FlyQuest earlier, when TL were forcing down the tier 2 in the top side, Fly just got a Drake.
Okay. I mean, do they have damage to kill? That's the question. Oh.
To survive the initial engage,
Masu!
Trying to get himself away, but the stolen cease and desist will stop it.
Hey, guys.
Cryogen has to try to escape now, but yet again, it's both bot laners.
Do we hope the enemy team DCs?
Dead as the whole Team Liquid crew.
It really is just a series of stomps today.
It's negative bounties at this point, man. You've killed them so many times. They got to be.
Not the Flash 2, man. Not the Flash 2.
Heading over to Baron, and I mean. Yeah, you did look for the fight there on a Quib, but they didn't even get him low, and engaging on him just gave him the vial to be able to find Masu, kill him off. The Baron will not even be looked at here from FlyQuest. They're just gonna give it up, and it feels like 22 minutes in, 8.5K gold lead, Baron on their side. Yeah. I could easily see the game ending during this Baron buff. I feel like pretty much any fight they take will be a winning one.
It's
another 5 gifted from BFH Few. This guy is just sub-gift master, but bro, thank you so much. Thank you so much. When are you going to type your first message in the chat? Oh, I looked at chat for 1 second and Cryogen just got his face caved in by a Quid. I mean, it's winnable. There's only a 5-level lead between AD carry and support. Sorry, AD carry and top. I want to see what happens when Morgan steps foot in Masu's space.
And so is Team
Just
Liquid.
touches him.
They are right back onto the rift, and they are barreling down the bottom and mid.
He might just insta-explode.
It's LYON and Quid. They're doing a 2-3 split here, making sure they have plenty of pressure on whichever spot FlyQuest is not defending. However, the waves are not crashing into the same places at the same time.
Oh my god, that E hits? Wait a second, might have been too much. Oh, never mind. It's not too much, they have no damage. What do I do when I'm 1-6 and 4.7k gold down? I start fantasizing about the next game. Daydreaming. Man, next game will be so much better than this one. Hopefully I don't get level 3 yanked and die to it. Maybe I shouldn't have played Yunara into Lucian. Yunara seems pretty bad this patch. What was I thinking? Oh shit, they're on our Nexus. I mean, against a really good team, this lead is just unwinnable. They have to lose the game on purpose. Like, you're not going to make a game-winning play from this spot. They're just too in control. Mbessa's in. Flash EQ. Gnar ulti hits no one. Like, it hits everyone, but no stuns. Oh, Q. Oh, they get one, but that's all they get.
FlyQuest at least get one, but CoreJJ's on a killing spree. Quad's dead again. It's Masu and Gakgos versus everybody on Team Liquid. Masu gets ran over yet again. LYON is dominating.
Oh, into your fucking, out of your fountain, bitch. That was brutal. Jose's putting on his shoes.
Holy, TL are looking good, man. The way that I feel like Jose and Core are playing together has been so impressive. This bot lane dominance from LYON and CoreJJ, smashing the 2v2, having the jungle help to
holy shit. That advantage further. Dude, TL like and LYON are just the clear top 2 teams, and it's not even close.
LYON, man,
I think that FlyQuest and C9 are getting further and further apart. I think that C9 looks better than Fly pretty solidly, and Fly has just been in free fall since last split.
To decide who really is
they have not found their way yet.
Because TL are looking so damn good. I don't think it's a guarantee by any means that LYON are still #1.
After Team Liquid smashed their MSI opponents that weren't the reigning back-to-back-to-back world champions, after LYON had their near elimination of HLE, I think everybody was excited to see them come back to the LCS in summer, and I'm even more so now. It has been an impressive performance yet again from TL, and now we're going to head things back on over to the lounge.
At what point do you bring back the banished top laner from Brazil? Bring back Whippo. Yo, bring him back. Bring him back. Fire all the women. Bring him back. I don't think I'm allowed to say that actually as a co-streamer. That was a joke. That was a joke, by the way. I believe in Gakkos. I do. I think he's had a couple rough weeks, but you know, we need good coaching staff. We need good mental. We can push through this.
How you feeling, Quid?
I'm on my way to Brazil.
I think we played pretty good today.
I'm gonna personally pick fucking Whippo up from the airport.
Quite happy with
He's
our
back, baby.
And yeah, I think everyone in our team is playing insanely well at the moment.
All right, guys, it was a fast day. It was a fast day. It was a great day. It was the best of times. It was the worst of times.
From spring to summer.
I feel like after MSI season,
I am not feeling the best today. Actually, I just haven't been feeling the best recently. I don't know why. I think I need a mental reset from stream. I think I need a mental reset not from stream, but from solo queue. So I'm going to take off now. I'm going to take off. Part-time streaming, as you guys know. Love you guys. Thanks for watching the coaching with me. I need a break from solo queue. I am sick and tired of playing versus Victor and Akali and fucking Way and just all the stupid shit bot lane. It just pisses me off. I'm gonna take a break. I'm gonna take a little break from solo queue. I'll be back on Tuesday, boys. I love you guys. I love you guys. I love you guys. Please fix the game. Please fix the game. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna rate triple lift. Love you guys. Have a good rest of your weekend, boys. Really appreciate you guys coming watch my stream. I mean, stream's going amazing, so shout out to you guys. I don't really have anything to complain about except for I'm not the biggest fan of the bot lane meta right now. That's all. But yeah, I don't like that I get tilted in solo queue. It tilts me that I get tilted. Like, I am getting more tilted because I can feel myself getting negative about solo queue, and I don't want to be like that, so mental reset. I'll be back on Tuesday. See you guys then. Also, League Classic Tournament on Thursday, so we're going to do a little bit of practice with the team. All right, later, boys.
How true is that? Because he said it specifically changed. Something changed.